Like, here's the thing. When you said I want 3 topics of discussion, I had like I was still at work and I was like, yeah, fuck that.
Oh. Anyways, we're live now. We're
Hello.
finally, yeah, we're on the Just Chatting stream. So if y'all get to see my big ass forehead today
Hey,
because I'm
I
I,
am not even gonna try and come up with a retort to that.
yeah, don't worry about that. Anyways,
I'm not.
the big announcement is that I broke my fucking wrist. So
You
I
didn't do it. Your dog did.
Yes, the dog did. But essentially, what happened is that I cannot. Well, what has happened now is that I cannot fucking play video games because the use of my thumb is not available to me, and I can barely fucking use a mouse. I can, but it is hard. Um, yay! Thank you for resubscribing, despite the fact. Spingle, thank
Spingle.
you. Spingle. Thank you, despite the fact that I'm going on a
That's
6 week
the next.
hiatus.
That is the next thing item label's putting up for sale is Spingle.
Is it?
I don't know.
We could always look. We could
It
always
sounds
look.
like it.
Yeah, so anyways, welcome to the fucking stream, I guess. I have broken my wrist, and so for the next 6 weeks, I will technically be on hiatus. I cannot play video games. I apologize.
She could play Persona 3 since she did that one-handed, but
No. No, we're not going there. No, we did not. No, I did not. Um.
sometimes I wonder why you let me into these things.
Because I need somebody to play off of. That's why.
Okay,
But
that's fair.
no.
A lot easier.
But yeah, as you can see, full cast. Thumb can. I can wiggle my thumb. I can wiggle my thumb.
I would not recommend it.
No, I can. It doesn't hurt. And
Hmm.
the girl, the nurse who did the cast, she's like, yeah, you can wiggle your thumb, no problem. Like, and your fingers, it's all good.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
couldn't
the
imagine.
only thing I can't move is the wrist. That's the only thing. So that's why I have the cast, right?
I'm now
Um,
wondering if I at one point broke a bone in my thumb and then like because my mom didn't believe me that my thumb hurt really badly if I just never actually got it looked at.
mm, that would be very interesting. Because there is a
I
very
don't
high
know.
chance of your any injury to the hand that like involves broken bones could lead to necrosis. Did you know that?
Hmm.
I did not learn that until
Um.
until I got to the ER and they were like,
Why?
they were like, when did this happen? I was like, yesterday. And they were like, oh, we gotta get you in there real quick. And I was like, oh, okay.
Delightful. Delightful information.
So
Almost as delightful as the fact that the average human body gets cancer multiple times a day.
yeah, so I'll tell the whole story. So Thursday I had a day shift at work for once in my life. Probably not what I should have been. I shouldn't have switched shifts that day. Uh but you get what
Well,
you
no,
get.
more correctly, I probably shouldn't have skipped the stream because then you wouldn't have been upstairs.
What?
Didn't it happen after 7?
No.
No? Okay.
Okay, so anyways, this is what happened.
Okay. Well,
You
that
you
makes me
you
feel a lot better.
you decided to skip your stream, which was okay because I said, "Oh, I probably won't make it till late anyways because we're going out for dinner." That's what
Yeah,
my
and then I ended up
parents.
going out for dinner at 7 anyway.
Yeah, this is 7 your
Okay.
time, but it was only like 6:30 our time. So what happened was I got home at 4:30 from work, and I was like, okay, cool. I got, like, changed into some, like, more casual clothes, yada yada yada, what have you, right? And we're getting ready, and my dad's like, oh, I'm gonna take the dog out for a walk before, we go, so that he's not, like, like, going ballistic, right? So he comes back from the walk around like 6:30ish, and we're all getting ready to go. And I'm standing out on the patio, and the dog is going fucking nuts. Like, Riley is going fucking nuts. Like, he is like zooming around the yard. He is so excited. He's like, oh my god, I just got home from a walk. Like, this is the best day of my life. He's zooming. Like at, like, I swear to god, 20 miles per hour. He's going fast, right? And I just happened to be in his way as he's coming towards me, and my stupid ass didn't think to, like, maybe, like, move out of the way in time. So until I ended up whatchamacallit, um I didn't, until, like, he had already been, like, colliding with me. I tried to step out of the way as he was colliding with me, and of course I went, like, ass over fucking end, and I put my hand out, and I landed, and we didn't hear a crack or anything. We didn't hear any of that. It was just straight up, just like, bam, onto the ground. I fell. I scraped up my inner arm here, and I scraped up my, like, knees and stuff, and I landed beside the barbecue. And you've been to my house, Trevor. You know that we have, like, a, like, kind of a tent thing, like a metal structure tent thing around the barbecue.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
right by your
Yeah.
garage.
So, like, this here I scraped up against the like the table part of that. And then and I fell, and I, like, landed, basically collided with the fucking barbecue, basically, and, like, my hand on the ground. And I fell down, and it took me a moment, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, this hurts, man. And my mom's, like, freaking out. She's screaming. She's like, oh my god, the dog's fucking going nuts. My dad's like, okay, shut up, like, all of you. And I'm sitting there going, like, I'm hurt. This hurts. This fucking hurts.
Father, I hurt.
Like, and I'm, like, holding my hand up, and I'm like, it hurts. And he's like, yeah, you fucking fell, dude. Like, no shit, it hurts. Right? And, like, that was that. My dad,
Exactly the tone he said that in. Yeah, fucking fell.
and so I get up on my feet, and my dad, like, looks at it, and he's like, you're just gonna be bruised. It's not broken. He's like, it's just a bruise. Don't worry. You'll be fine, right? No.
His track record, I'd probably have believed him.
Yeah. Well, his track record is wrong.
Like the kind of guy who'd know pretty decent.
He's had multiple injuries to the hands and otherwise, but,
Yeah.
don't always trust my dad, because, again,
Do not trust the deceiver.
so we were like, okay, I'm like, fine. I got cleaned up. I brushed off all the dirt and blah 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 and everything. So I get ready and whatever. We go out. We go to eat. I had Five Guys. We go to Five Guys. And then the other thing that we wanted to do was, I wanted to go to Michael's because I needed silver paint for a couple of props for cosplay that I'm working on. I'm not working on those cosplays anymore because I'm not cosplaying. I'm gonna be having a fucking cast on my hand for Fan Expo. It's hard for me to do anything. I can barely brush my teeth. Okay? I can't. Like, I'm literally right-handed. I can't do shit. So, I can brush my teeth. It's very awkward. I get toothpaste everywhere. Don't worry about it. And yeah, I'm right-handed, so you can tell the struggles that I'm going through right now. I took a shower today, and it was the first shower I took with the cast on, and trust me, it was like the weirdest fucking thing. I had a bread bag on that was like medically duct taped to my hand, right? And then I poked holes in it so that my fingers would come through. And then I took one of those like black nitrile gloves that my dad has in the garage, and I put it over so that my fingers were gloved, right? And then I just washed myself that way, and it was the most awkward fucking experience of my life. But I did it, and I'm clean, so that's something. I can't do my hair. Like this ponytail is like awful. You don't want to see the back of it. It's a mess. Um Again, my hair I've pulled back because I can't straighten my bangs like I usually do. I have to get my mom to do that, which is embarrassing as hell. It's embarrassing.
It's fine. You're injured.
I'm injured, exactly. The way I'm looking at it now is I'm injured. Did you just post a fucking screenshot of the fucking game we were playing the other day? What the fuck? So Trevor played Sir Whoop Ass, and I was watching him play it. But anyways, back to the story. So back to the story. So the whole time that we were out there, like eating and doing all that stuff, I'm like cradling my wrist the entire time because it fucking hurts, right? And I'm like cradling my wrist. I'm like, okay, I gotta get my silver paint and whatever I need, blah blah blah. I gotta go to, we're eating. I'm like literally like has like this while I'm eating, like whatever. And my dad's like, well, you know what? If by tomorrow it's still hurting, we'll go to the ER. So it's Friday now. I wake up. I'm in excruciating pain. Like, I cannot fucking touch things without my wrist going, hey, don't fucking do that, dude. Like, it was it was so bad. And like the night before when I was trying to get into bed, I'm trying to use my wrist like I normally do, and I'm like I'm like in like pain. I'm like right? Cuz it's like it's broken. And I'm like, what the fuck? So the next day I wake up and my dad's home, but my mom's not. My mom went out to go grocery shopping and shit, right? So that's another thing is we only have two cars right now. We have my car, which I can't drive because I don't have a license yet. And then we have my dad's car because my mom's car got written off because she was in a car crash. She's fine. She's safe. She's completely okay. But long story short, her car got written off because it the damage to it is fucking wild. So there was only two cars, and my mom decided to take my dad's car, and my dad refuses to drive my car because not because he doesn't like it, but because he's not allowed to smoke in the car. So my dad's like, you're gonna have to wait till your mom gets home to go to the ER. So I'm like, okay, well that's fine. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, so I think I'll be okay to take a shower. So I take a full shower. I'm like, and meanwhile my wrist is going like, please don't do this. Stop doing this as I'm like washing my hair. It's like screaming at me, and I'm like, it's okay. It's just for now. Whatever. I get up, I get ready, I get dressed. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go to the ER. I have my health card, I have everything. I'm good, right? So we get there. Like my mom comes home and my dad quickly helps her put all the groceries away and stuff so that I can get out the door and to the ER. We get to the ER and I'm thinking like, "Oh my god, we're going to be here all fucking day." And I had called work and told them like, "Hey, I'm not coming in probably for the rest of the weekend cuz I'm going to the ER." And my boss is like, "What the fuck happened?" And I'm like, "My dog fucking knocked me down." So I get to the ER, and we get there around, I would say, like 2:30ish in the afternoon. Nobody's there. There's like three other people in the fucking waiting room. And we're like, and one of them's like hyperventilating. She's like head between her knees, like hyperventilating. I'm thinking, oh my god, she's gonna fucking throw up or something. I'm like scared. And then there's another lady who I think is just like the like a family member of somebody who's already like in the ER, and she's like hyperventilating and like on the verge of tears. I'm like, what the fuck? This is my first time at an ER ever. I've never actually been to a hospital other than to like visit people. um, so I'm like confused. And so I come in and my mom's like, oh yeah, this is where we go. My mom's an expert at the ER because she's had to take my dad to the ER like multiple times. She's had to take my Nana to the ER multiple times. She's had to take her sisters to the ER multiple times. Like she knows her way around an emergency room. So she guides me the whole way. She's like, "Okay, come on over here." I'm like, "Okay." Right? And I brought like a whole bag with me, like a book. I brought my water bottle. I brought everything cuz I'm thinking like I'm going to have to wait like a good like 12 hours here. I thought I was going to be here like all fucking day kind of thing. So, I get in there, I hand the like receptionist lady my health card, and she's like, "So what are you in here for?" And I'm like, "I think I broke my wrist." She's like, "Oh, okay." Right? And she hands me back my thing. I get my vitals taken at another station. There's like several stations that you have to like go to in the lobby, right? And so like the first one is the like check in. Like, "Oh, who are you? What are you here for?" And then they're like, "Oh, go to triage number 1." And so you go to triage number 1, and the girl takes all of your vitals and stuff and make sure all of your date of birth and all that is all correct. And then you go to another station, which is registration, where you get your little um wristband that has like your name, your birth date, and like what you're here for. Right, so finally I get all through that, and they're like, "Okay, well just go sit down and wait, or put your charts into that hole over there in the wall, and then you'll just have to wait for, a few minutes." Right? And I'm like, "Okay." So I do that. I sit down, and literally I sat down for about maybe 3 minutes, not even. And the door opens up and this nurse is like, "Hey, is Kate here? We can see you now." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, that was pretty quick. I thought I was gonna be here for like hours." So I walked in. She sat me down at she goes, "Oh, go into med bay number 2, right?" We sit down. And she's like, "Do you need anything to drink? Do you like?" And I'm like, "No, I'm okay, right?" And she's like, "Okay, the doctor will be with you in a few minutes." We waited maybe like 40 minutes for the doctor because there were other people in the ER room. So we were like, "Okay, he obviously has to go attend to them first." It's like first come first serve kind of thing. It's minor treatment. It's not like major ER actual shit, you know. So he has to treat them first. So he's treating them, right? And then finally he gets to me and he's like, "What seems to be the problem?" I'm like, "I think I broke my wrist." He's like, "When did that happen?" I'm like, "Yesterday." So he's like feeling it and he's like, "Is this tender? Is this tender? Does it hurt when I do this?" Blah, blah, blah. Right? He's doing a full examination. He's like, "Okay, we're gonna get you to do some x-rays." And I'm thinking, "Oh, this is when it's gonna take like 4 or 5 hours." I'm like, "Oh, it's gonna take like 4 or 5 hours to wait for X-rays." So he's like, "Just follow these dots that say the number 9 on them all the way to the X-ray room, and then sit there and wait and get your X-rays done." And I'm like, "Okay." So my mom and I go. We follow the 9s on the floor. They're right. We sit in front of the door and we wait, and we're like da 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 da. We waited about maybe another 5 minutes, and this girl comes out and she's like, "Hey, are you Kate?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Okay, come with me. We're gonna take some x-rays." The girls in the x-ray room were like so nice. They were like, "Okay, you're going to sit on this stool. You're going to put your hand on the table flat. You're going to pull your fingers apart as best you can. We're going to pull your thumb out." And as they're pulling my thumb out, I'm like, "Oh." And they're like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. We know it hurts." kind of thing. And I'm like, "Oh." They're like, "Just do as far as you possibly can without it hurting." And I'm like, "Okay." Right? So they do, and then they told me to like do it like you have to like line your finger up, and they have like this weird, like, the machine is so cool. It's so cool. It's like this weird like box computer thing, right? And then they have like a red laser kind of pointer thing that like helps you line up your hand properly for them, or
Mhm.
whatever they're x-raying properly, which is really cool. And that took all of maybe like 10-15 minutes to do all the x-rays of that. And then they were like, "Okay, well, you're done." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, "Just head back to minor treatment in the ER and you'll be fine. Just follow the minor treatment dots on the floor." They have dots all over the floor just so that people just know where the fuck they're going. The doctor will tell you like, "Here, follow this line," and you follow that line.
Wow.
It's a very smart system in that hospital. Very smart system. Cuz it like it they go by like either colors or numbers or letters. So like they'll say like, "Go follow the gray dots," and you follow the gray dots and it leads you right where you need to be, kind of thing. So anyways, we get back to the minor treatment room, and I sit back down and and my mom's freaking out because she's thinking like, "Oh, we shouldn't be sitting back down, like we should be asking the staff." And I'm like, "I they told us to literally come sit back down in the exact chair." Right? And she's like, "But," and I'm like, "Just shut up." "Just shut up, let me sit down." So I sit down, and she's like, and she sits down too, and literally in the bay across from us is this little girl, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad. This little girl, and she's fucking puking her guts out. Like, she's curled up on this bed, just all over the fucking bed, and my mom and I are like, "Oh no." Just, "Oh no." And we're like, I'm like, "Just don't look at it. Just don't look at it." Because I'm about to gag too. Because like, I see somebody throwing up, I'm gonna start throwing up too. Right? Like, ugh, kind of thing. And like, the poor thing, we kind of heard from like snippets of like the doctor talking to her and her mom and all that she might have eaten something that didn't sit well with her, and like she started like projectile vomiting, and that's why her mom like immediately brought her to the hospital thinking like, "Oh, she might have eaten something that's like poisonous or something." But what it turned out, I think what it turned out to be was that she had like a lot of like congestion from either a cold or something, and she couldn't blow her nose properly, and so it kept going into her throat and then causing her to gag. Um or something. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. Again, we kind of walked into the middle of it, so we didn't know what the hell was happening. But but like again, my mom and I were like just like, "Oh," and then my mom's like, "Well, I guess we'll just close the curtain a little bit so we don't have to like stare at her." Cuz like that's the most embarrassing thing. Like, you're vomiting and then all of a sudden like there's like several different people just staring at you. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. So like I'm like, "Yeah, just don't look at her, we'll be okay." Right? And like the poor girl, right? And then the doctor immediately comes over to me and goes, "Yeah, so it's a broken wrist." And I'm like, "Huh?" And he's like, "Yeah, look." And he points out on the x-ray my scaphoid, which a scaphoid is like one of the bones in your wrist that's like literal, it's like literally like this
Uh-oh.
big. It's tiny. What are you uh-ohing about? I don't know. Anyways,
Hello?
yeah, hi. Oh, he can't hear me now. Um but Your scaphoid is a tiny, tiny bone, and it's like right at the base, right at the base of your thumb, right by your wrist, like closer to your wrist than it is your thumb. That's why I can still kind of move my thumb, but I can't move my wrist. Um, so and he showed me on the x-ray, it's like it's like the tiniest little fracture. It is so, it's it's like thinner than a fucking piece of paper. Like it's so tiny, and it's like literally like this big, like the size of my like little nail kind of thing. Like it's tiny. And he's like, yeah, so usually he kind of re-examined me, and he pressed on that part, and he goes, that's a little tender, isn't it? Like, I see you wincing. And I'm like, yeah, it does hurt when you press on it. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna treat this as if you have like a full broken wrist, even though it's just the tiniest of fractures. And like usually, like if it wasn't so like you weren't so tense when you did that, I would just leave it be and let you kind of go on your way, and treat it as a sprain instead. But because of that, I think I'm gonna diagnose it as a broken wrist, right? And so he like set me up with like a another appointment to get the actual real cast on, and all that. And so and I'm sitting there like, oh fuck. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, this is gonna be like 6 to 8 weeks of recovery, because that's what usually a broken bone is. Um, and I'm thinking like, ah. And then I realized I'm like, Fan Expo. And like that was my first thought, and I'm like, fuck. I was like, no. I'm like, I can't do shit. So so anyways, he's like, but I'm gonna get the nurse here to get you a splint until then, until like the Sunday, and when then you can get an actual cast on, and blah 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 at the fracture clinic, and blah blah blah, and yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting there waiting for this nurse to give me a splint, a plaster splint, which is the first photo that I sent, um of like the white cast that I had on my arm. And yeah, I think he's still trying to figure out how to get me to be heard by him. Anyways, what am I talking about? And so I had this white cast on me, and it was actually kind of a half cast. It was only plaster on this section here and this section here to get me to not move that part for at least the 2 days, because again, I went in on a Friday, and the fracture clinic was open only on Sundays and onwards. um so they were like, we need you to at least like not move it until um Sunday, when you can get a proper cast. So yeah, that happened, and then I had to figure out how to actually fucking do anything with that. Wiping after you go to the bathroom. I use my left hand now. Very interesting kind of thing that you have to kind of readapt to almost immediately, is like learning how to do things. Like I can't write anything anymore. I can't, like I can, but it's like very messy. Um, I can't lift up heavy things, anything. Anyways, so we get all the paperwork, we get the appointment. He gives I go, "Well, what about work? Like I have to go back to work. Um like what do I do?" And he's like, "Oh, you can't go to work." He's like, "What do you do for work?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in retail. I blah blah blah." I tell them where I work, kind of thing, right? And he's like, "Oh, no, no, no. You can't do that. You can't lift heavy things. um you can't do that. I'm gonna write you a I'm gonna write you a doctor's note to give to your boss, so that you get some time off, so that you can get used to the cast, right? And then like whatever. And then if you need like another one, or you need to do like modified or whatever, you can. But that's for when it gets officially diagnosed by the actual fracture doctor. And I'm like, okay. So he wrote me a doctor's note. He gives me all the paperwork, and my mom goes, and as we're leaving, my mom goes, well, why don't we just drop off the paperwork at your boss, like the doctor's note to your boss right now? And I'm like, okay, sure. It's on the way home anyways, so why not? So we did that. We go to my job, and I walk in, and immediately my coworkers are like, what the fuck happened? And I just kind of like lift up my arm, and I'm like, hi, I broke my wrist. And my boss freaks out. She's like, what the heck? What the hell? And I hand her the doctor's note, and I give her, I'll be back on not this Friday but next Friday kind of thing, which is this upcoming Friday. And I'm like, and then I'll call you if I need any, like if I need to discuss other things. But I get my permanent cast on Sunday, and she's like, oh my god, okay, no worries, just get better, blah blah blah. She's kind of like, you know. So we leave there and we come home, and the day, like the Friday night and the Saturday, I'm kind of like learning to adjust on how to do things. I'm like learning how to use the bathroom again, learning how to brush my teeth, learning how to brush my hair, kind of thing. Like it's been a process. I'm still kind of learning these things. Um my appointment for to get the fracture clinic was at 6:45 in the morning on Sunday, because they aren't open on Saturdays. They're only open on, I think it's Sunday through Thursday. Um so yay. Um so I was like, okay. So Sunday morning, I'm up at like the fucking ass crack of dawn. I'm like, it's like 5:30 in the morning.
I noticed.
I was like up at 5:30 in the fucking morning. I was like, ugh, I'm like, ugh, right? Barely any sleep, because of course I'm trying to learn how to sleep with a fucking cast on. Um, right? My dad is the one that's taking me, right? And we get there, we park, we get into, and we find it. Literally as we walked in to like the general fucking like main entrance of the hospital, the girl at the fucking reception desk is like, oh, you're here for the fracture clinic, aren't you? And I'm like, you couldn't fucking tell? I wouldn't say that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, yeah, yep, that's exactly what we're for. And she's like, oh, don't worry, just take elevator A down to the ground floor, and then follow the number 7s on the floor. And I'm like, perfect, let's fucking do that. So my dad and I are doing that, and we're walking along, and we get to the fracture clinic, and we take a number, and there's like 20 fucking people. There's like 40 other fucking people ahead of us, and we're like, fuck, we're gonna be here all fucking day. Like, I thought, oh my god, we're gonna be here all fucking day, because there's like 40 to 50 people ahead of us. We're like, fuck, right? It's a pick a number thing. You pick a number, and then you wait for your number to be called, and then you register, and then you wait again for you to be called, right? So we pick a number. We get 191. We're like, oh god, oh no. How many people are ahead of us? Thankfully, there was only like maybe 10 people ahead of us. Perfect. We were like, my dad's sitting there like in the waiting room with me, and he's just like he's falling asleep. He's like, and I'm sitting there like nervous as hell, because I'm like, what the fuck? I've never done this before. My dad's done it a million times. This is nothing for him. But like for me, this is my first time ever. I'm freaking out. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So I'm sitting there, I'm just kind of scrolling through Twitter. I'm just, I don't know what to do. My number gets called, so I go up, I register, I get another fucking wristband on my hand. Um I sit back down and wait for my name to be called. And like I sit down to wait for my name to be called, and again, like 5 minutes later, they're like, Kate to fucking Bay 6. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. My dad and I gather our shit. We head to Bay 6. I sit down. The lady at the like nurse, she's like, so you're here for a broken wrist, right? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, how did that happen? And I'm like, my dog knocked me over. And she kind of giggles and she's like, oh, we gotta love our dogs, you know. And I'm like, yeah, he's kind of big. He's for a Springer Spaniel. He's 82 pounds. And she's like, whoa, that's huge. And I'm like, yeah, he's a big boy. And she kind of like giggles, right? And she's like, okay, the doctor will be here in just a few minutes. Don't worry about it. I don't know why my camera is like not focusing. There we go. Uh, so so we're sitting there, and my dad's like telling me about times he's been like in the hospital for fractures and things. Again, my dad used to race motorcycles like quite a bit. So he's had probably every injury you can think of. Probably twice. um, and he he's trying to like he's like, well, I hope it's not like he's like, well, I hope it's actually just a sprain. Like I hope he looks at your x-rays and goes, nah, it's just a sprain. Because then you could just wear like a wrist brace basically. And you won't and you'll be able to like move your fingers and stuff more. And I'm like, okay. So the doctor finally does come in and he's like, hey, how are you? We go through the whole spiel of like, how did it happen, right? Blah blah blah. And he goes, oh, dogs, blah blah blah, right? He takes about maybe 2 looks. Like he looks at the x-rays and he goes, yeah, that's a broken scaphoid. And I'm like, huh? And he's like, thankfully.
What the fuck is that scapoid? That sounds like a slur.
No, it's like I said it's like the tiniest little bone in at the like base of your thumb, right? Anyways, he's like, yeah, it's a hairline fracture, of your scaphoid. Um, he's like, the good news is it's a small enough fracture that it'll probably heal pretty quickly, like within 6 weeks. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. And he's like, the bad news is you gotta wear a cast for those 6 weeks. And I'm like, fuck. And I was like, I was hoping it would just be a brace. And he's like, nah, you gotta full cast, dude. You gotta. He's like, nah, sorry.
Plaster. Here we
go. He's like, no, we're gonna set you up with a cast. So he informs the nurse, the same nurse that brought us in, right? She leads us into another room where it's like full of like just plaster cast shit, like the stuff, right? And she goes, okay, you have 3 options. You have plaster cast, which is free because it's covered by the Ontario Health Insurance Program, or OHIP. Or you can do a fiberglass cast, one of which is $45. It's a non-waterproof one. And then the waterproof one is $95. And I'm going, well, I mean, I'm paranoid. I'm the type of person that's like paranoid that I'm gonna like fuck something up, especially when it comes to an injury. So I always opt for like the option that like I think is going to be the best option. So I'm like, immediately I was like, I'm willing to pay the $95. I will take a waterproof fiberglass cast. I don't care, right? I will pay for it. Like my dad's sitting there like, that's $95, dude. And I'm like, I don't care, right? Like I'm willing to do it, right? And then she's like, okay, perfect. She's like, what color do you want? I'm like, purple, right? Because she gave like 3 options. She was like, blue, navy blue, or purple. And I was like, blue, or purple. I'm taking purple, right?
Hey, yo, purple.
Ayo, it's purple. Um,
Purple.
it's getting purple.
Purple.
Yeah, as in purple dude, purple guy.
Purple.
Play the music. Uh, so anyways, she pulls that out and then she's like getting me ready. She slips on. What they do is they have like this long tube of like cotton that they like cut up and they slip onto you, right? And as it, kind of like a cotton sock, and they cut a hole for the thumb and everything. So that's what she did. She slips that on, and she noticed my eczema, and she goes, "Do you have psoriasis or eczema?" And I'm like, "It's eczema," and she's like, "Ooh," and I'm like, and I'm like, "Does this mean I'm not getting a cast?" And she's like, "No. It's just I don't think you should have the waterproof one." And I'm like, "Oh, why?" And she's like, "Well, you see, the waterproof one, the cotton and stuff underneath gets wet still. And it takes like a long time to dry. It takes like 45 minutes to an hour to dry. And because of that, it can often cause flare-ups for eczema. And so she was like, "So I don't suggest it because you can't put any lotions, or like I can't stick anything under here. Like I can't put lotions, I can't put like anything in here." I'm right. It's itchy as hell, by the way. So you can't put anything under there to stop the itching, and so if you have a flare up because of the water, you're gonna go nuts and you're gonna come back here and yeah. So she's like, "I suggest getting the non-waterproof one, and then when you're in the shower, putting the plastic bag around it and like making sure it's not wet." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "You know what? Fair enough. If you guys recommend that, that's what I'll do, because I'm not gonna sit here and I'm sit there getting itchy and like my eczema for like flaring up for like stupid reasons like that." So she grabs the non waterproof one, and she wraps me up with that and everything, and like the whole time she's like holding my hand because she wants it in like a perfect, and I'm sitting there like, this is the most awkward, because she's like doing direct eye contact with me the entire time, and I'm like, I'm like sitting there like, oh, am I supposed to be saying something? What's going on? And she goes, "Well, it's gonna be heating up in a few minutes. Like it's gonna feel warm, and it's gonna feel like that for like a good 10 to 15 minutes." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I do start feeling warm, and I'm like, "Oh, this feels actually kind of nice." And she's like, "Oh, good. It's not burning you." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, sometimes patients say that it starts to feel like it's burning." And I'm like, "Huh?" Like, I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Well, does it feel like it's burning?" And I'm like, "No."
Just sitting.
And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Then you're good." So anyways, then we go and we pay and we book for and my next appointment. So what is going on is in 2 weeks I have to go back to the fracture clinic at 8:50 in the morning. Um, get registered again. Then I'm going to immediately go to the X-ray place and get X-rayed. Um, then once I finish getting x-rayed through the cast again, I go back to the fracture clinic, and they're going to say whether or not I am healing properly, and whether or not I'm going to end up getting the cast off in 6 weeks, or if I'm going to need a little bit longer, that sort of thing. But from what he told me in that initial, like what he told me from getting this cast, he said the fracture is so small that it should heal up pretty quickly, um and you should be completely fine within the 6 weeks. And I'm like, perfect, great. So that's the story of how I broke my fucking wrist. So we're in. That's the hiatus announcement. I'm going to be gone for about 6 weeks. So I'm
Yeah,
glad. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was.
The
It's a very interesting process. I've never actually been to an ER before. I've never broken a bone
finally
before.
gotten through the announcement, and we're 48 minutes into the stream.
Yeah. I mean, we've never broken I've never broken a bone before, so this is all kind of new to me. It's not new to me in the sense like cuz I've never experienced what it's like to do sort of stuff like that because my dad's broken every fucking bone in his body at least once. um but like you know what I mean? Like it's new to me as like someone who's never had. Also you'll notice on over here, right here, this little red spot. So when we came back from getting the cast, my dad and I were like, "Let's go get breakfast," because it was like 8:30 in the morning now when we got out of there. And he goes, "Yeah, yeah, let's get breakfast." So we went to McDonald's and got a whole bunch of fucking breakfast burritos, and my dumbass didn't know how to squirt with left hand, so that's salsa. That's salsa on my hand right there. Um, and it's just gonna stay there for the 6 weeks because I'm not gonna risk trying to like clean that up and possibly like so yeah, I have salsa on my perpetual salsa. So that's my story. Anyways, I hear you have things you want to talk about. We're chatting now.
Yeah. I read volume 4 of Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated.
Oh, very nice. How was that?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It is one thing that I really like about it is, if you're looking at a manga where like they're playing a certain game or something, right? You expect the protagonists to be like the best at the game, right?
Yeah.
But they're not.
Well, yeah,
They're
they're
not.
just kids, aren't
They're
they?
yeah, they're middle schoolers.
Yeah, so they don't
Um
know how to play
yeah.
correctly yet.
Like they're not bad at all.
Mhm.
Like they're the way I'd put it is okay. It has the very real thing of you'll be like one of the best players at your local area, right? And you'll be like, "Oh man, my deck is the best. It's unbeatable. No one beats me." And then they go to a sanctioned real tournament in like volume 2 or 3, and in
Mhm.
round 1 the main character gets paired up against someone playing a deck called Recurring Nightmare,
Oh.
which is one of the infamously most fucked up combo decks ever made
Oh dear.
in Magic. Where it's just like he's like, "Yeah, look at my cool little sacrifice loop deck that makes me almost infinite life." And his opponent's like, "Cool. Die on turn 2." And he's
Oh.
like, "Oh."
He's like, "Ah, I have been bested. Oops."
It's just like, "Oh, okay, I see."
I see. Maybe
And
I'm
then
not as good at this
it's
game as I thought I was.
like the thing is though is that in fairness, he he tends to learn from these like massive defeats of like you see him going through and being like, "Oh, so that's why the sideboard is important, like the 15 cards you're allowed to have extra that you swap with your main deck because some matchups you just get fucking obliterated if you don't have specific hate pieces and whatnot."
Yeah. Okay.
So like you see him learning, and then in this one, in volume 4, or right at the end of volume 3, he plays against someone, and it's a little after the set Urza's Saga comes out,
Mhm.
Now, I see that and I go, oh dear God, this poor child.
Yeah.
Because Urza's block in Magic is. So there were, what's it called? The way Magic used to work is there would be blocks of sets where you get one big set, a small one in the middle, and then another big set at the end, right?
Mhm.
Or sometimes it would be two big sets then a smaller one. But Urza's block is uh Urza what's it called? Urza's Saga, Urza's Legacy, Urza's Destiny.
Mhm.
And these three sets are a very, very special kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
They are three of the most hysterically overpowered sets in Magic history. Because just at the time, right? You have to. Let's go back to 1998 for a second.
All
All right.
right then.
Magic the Gathering is coming off. It is starting to really, really pick up in popularity at this time, right? Like, people are like at this time. I think it's actually comparable in popularity to like Pokemon. As far as TCGs go, right?
Yeah.
So it's really popular, right? And new sets are coming out, and each set is crushing the sales records of the set before it, right?
Mhm.
So like Alpha comes out, boom, sells out entirely in like a couple months, and they're like, oh, okay. So they do another run, Beta, that also sells out super hard.
Yeah.
Unlimited sells out in like another month, and they're just like, oh wow. And those are all technically just the first set of Magic. Arabian Nights comes out, sells out like crazy. They're pumping out sets every couple of months. They keep crushing sales records. Players are happy. Cards are getting better. Everyone's having a good time.
Mhm.
So Urza's block comes up,
Yeah.
and if cards keep getting stronger, eventually you hit a point where the cards are so good that something breaks.
Okay.
So,
Kind of
Urza
like
Saga comes out,
kind of
and
like
they're sitting there. Mhm.
kind of like how your squirrels, you could just do
Yeah,
infinite
like,
squirrels.
yeah, and like infinite combos in Magic aren't like a thing they try to avoid unless they're like really fucked up.
Mhm.
Because that's just part of Magic is that infinite combos are like, yeah, they're there. They're like that's just part of Magic. As long the thing that they try to avoid in Magic is infinite combos that don't lead to anywhere.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, these two things do like an interaction over and over that just never actually accomplishes anything. That's what they try to avoid.
Yeah.
Like there was an infinite in Alpha. You could assemble an infinite quite easily in that set. Um, but yeah, so Urza's Saga comes out, or the Urza's block comes out, and with the first set, it's they kind of reached a point where they were like doing very minimal play testing with the cards they were printing
Yeah.
because they were riding on such highs and such a success that again really the only comparable thing was Pokemon at that point, and Pokemon would have just come out.
Yeah, Pokemon was like huge back then. I remember that. I
Yeah,
was even like collecting Pokemon cards back then. And
yeah,
like
so like the only thing
I
that
was
could
only
even
in I was only in kindergarten, so
yeah, it's like TCGs were a pretty new thing, and Pokemon would have pretty much just come out. So
Pokemon was
they're
kind of like the
riding high.
gateway though, right? So
No, Magic was first.
yeah, but I meant like the gateway for like kids.
Um,
Cuz like I didn't
I
know about
guess, yeah,
Magic.
probably that and Yu-Gi-Oh would get
Yeah,
people
cause like that's
into
those
Magic
are the two that
eventually.
I actually like I collected for was like Pokemon
Yeah.
and Yu-Gi-Oh.
I do
I-
think earlier on
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh had much more interesting art, but I think Magic has long since beaten it out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I look at some of those Magic cards and I'm like, whoa, that probably took like
Especially since they've had Junji
hours.
Ito, like they get really
Yeah,
crazy guest
they get
artists to
some
like
like really
draw a couple
good guest
cards.
artists.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In fact, fun fact, have you ever heard of the artist Rebecca Guay?
No, but we can look her up. Let's do that.
She is a pretty big artist, and some of her earliest work was for Magic the Gathering.
Let me see. Rebecca. I was actually looking at
Guay.
Rebecca Guay. Ooh, okay, I see. I
Yeah,
like
a
this.
lot,
This is pretty
a
cool.
lot of her earliest stuff was for Magic the Gathering.
Wow. Ooh, she's got some nice work.
Yeah, Magic has
Interesting.
a long. Look up the. I want you to look up the card art. This is considered the best card art in Magic history for a
Well,
card called
she's got
Surgical Extraction.
she's got card signings. She does playmats, prints,
Yep,
limited releases.
yep. She
That's
loves that she's such a big part of Magic history.
interesting.
Magic
Okay,
also definitely
which
was a big part of her career.
let me see. Hold on. Let me go back. I'm using my left hand for everything, which is why it's taking me a little bit little
But if you want like a really like actually masterpiece bit of like horror art, look up the card art for Surgical Extraction.
okay. Surgical. Again, typing with one hand.
Yeah,
I can technically type, but it's like awkward
it's
because I have to
awkward. Yeah.
lift my elbow to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't do it very often. Let's see. Ooh, I do like that. That's
Yep.
some fucked up shit right there.
That is considered the single best card art ever printed in Magic.
Wow, that's pretty cool actually. I
Yeah.
like
You
that.
want to toss that up on screen?
How oh yeah, okay, let me just fucking try that.
That's fair. Yeah.
I have the ability to use one hand
I
right
mean,
now.
or
Hold
I could
on. No, no.
ask you to
I'm gonna
mute on Discord.
I'm gonna do it. Don't worry.
Okay.
We're gonna do
But yeah, so
display capture. No, it's not
yeah,
display capture. Cancel.
Magic art has long since
Oh no, it
vastly
is.
eclipsed most other card games because the art is just as important as the power of the card. But yeah, so anyway, Urza's Block comes out. This is a set that has had very minimal play
Okay.
testing or
You guys
balancing
get to see
or really.
it on the whole
Yeah,
fucking screen. So here it
yeah.
is. There it is. I can't seem to get it.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe if I can
If
link
you
in a
actually
new
click on
tab.
the one next to it, I wonder if that's the full
It
image.
won't let me go to that one because it's Facebook.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I mean, I could try, but yeah, it just
Okay.
takes me to the like.
So yeah, just but that's the full art right there.
That's pretty cool. I like that. That's
Yeah,
actually like.
that is it is absolutely one of the best arts that has ever been printed for a Magic the Gathering card.
Now here they're saying
Um,
that it's by Stephen Belladin, but I don't think that's
yeah,
correct.
yeah, Stephen Belladin is the that I wasn't specifically talking about a Rebecca Guay art, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
this is like one of the standouts of Magic.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
there
cool.
are there are a lot of really cool arts in Magic. Yeah. So, but yeah, so Urza's Block comes out.
Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if we can pull up. Oop, you guys get to see a whole lot of things that you don't need to see. Let's pull up actually my X-rays. You don't have to look at the screen.
Okay.
I'm gonna zoom through our
But yeah, Urza's
thing
Block
because I
comes out.
know
Minimal
I
testing. they're just kind of like, listen, we'll just print good cards, and it'll be
Where is
fine.
it?
People will love it. It'll
Oh,
be a
there it
good
is.
time.
So like I'm pulling it up on
Yeah, yeah.
the screen. This bone right here, this little tiny little bean looking bone, and this little white line right here that you see, that's the fracture in my hand. It's very tiny. It's like the size of like not even a penny. It's like the thinness of like paper, basically. It's so tiny. So yeah, that was my thing. Anyways, let's go back to browsers so that we can look
Yeah.
at cool art
I
and
know
stuff.
plenty of really cool arts that are for Magic cards, but yeah, Urza's block comes out.
Yeah.
Minimal testing. They just kind of said, "Fuck it," print good cards. What's the worst that could happen?
Mhm.
Well, it leads to a deck called Turbo Genius,
Mhm.
which is a deck that vomits out a bunch of artifacts and can basically hard lock your opponent out of playing on like turn 3 or 4. Like there's just actually nothing you can do.
I was looking up this artist earlier today, Marjorie Cameron.
Yeah.
Fun fact, she was um married to a prominent member of Aleister Crowley's
Oh,
Church of
nice.
Theism, and so a lot of her artwork has like weird, like this one right here has like
Occult shit
fucking
going on.
occult shit going on, but like her artwork is so cool actually. Like looking
It
at
is
some of
very
this
cool.
shit, it like I could see some of this shit being on Magic the Gathering cards. Like that shit
Yeah.
that is fucking wild. That's her
Yeah.
husband, by the way. That like the this face here is
Nice.
supposed to be her husband. Technically
Uh
ex-husband because they were in the midst of a divorce when he passed away.
yeah.
Um
But so yeah, Turbo Genius is a deck. It relies on the card Tolarian Academy, that is a land. It taps for mana equal to the amount of artifacts you control. And just at the time, there was a lot of 0 to 1 mana artifacts that you could play. So you could put a bunch of them out on the field on turn 1, then play your Tolarian Academy and put the rest of your hand out. And then effectively its game plan from that point on was to every turn just, oh, draw 7 cards, play everything in my hand, draw 7 cards, play everything in my hand, and then eventually find like either capsize to constantly put everything in your opponent's hand, like field, back into their hand, or even bounce your own stuff to keep replaying it over and over to generate infinite mana, and then just use some card like, oh, fireball, I'm gonna pay 30,000 mana to just cast fireball and deal 30,000 damage to your face.
yeah.
Or I'm gonna play Stroke of Genius. Target player draws X cards, where X is the amount of mana you pay. I'll pay 100 mana, and you have to draw your entire deck plus whatever, and you lose the game immediately. It's a whole thing, and it's
Yeah.
just the first time that Magic has ever gotten to a point where it's like, okay, there is way too much shit going on. Like, it's a devastating thing.
Yeah.
From Urza's saga, from this point, they go and they have to. This period eventually becomes known as Combo Winter, and it is seen as one of the worst periods in Magic the Gathering's history because, like, you couldn't do anything but play this deck. At the time, there weren't formats like Commander. You had Type 1 and Type 2, And Type 1 was everything goes except a small list of restricted cards. And Type 2 was just what we would know today as standard.
Mhm.
That was it. Those were the only ways to play Magic at the time.
Yeah.
And both of these formats were completely overrun with the exact same deck. There was no reason to play anything else. Uh, so combo winter, because for about 3 months, this runs absolutely rampant. And it's just so bad that like they're just sitting there and they've reached a point where the just print better cards next set has become like this is going to kill the game.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's kind of where they're at in that like they just went through combo winter in Destroy All Humans Volume 4.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's funny because like you see like the main like the another thing I like about the characters in it is yeah, they're forming like a romantic relationship and all of that, but they also see each other as rivals just as much. Like not just in Magic the Gathering, but in school. They're like trying to compete for the highest test scores and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because they are the and it's not like these two are just like normal kids. They are the two highest scoring like students in their grade,
Yeah, they
right?
like actually have like some
They're actually like pretty smart kids and
pretty
like
smart dudes.
yeah, no,
Okay,
it's very cool and I would
gonna turn that
definitely
off for a bit.
recommend reading it.
Yeah. That's cool. That's
Um
cool.
yeah, if you wanted to look at a few other really solid magic arts, I'll have to try and find which card it is, but there's this one really haunting angel, I think, that's like covered in this really thin fabric, like
Mhm.
draped over her head. That
Okay.
it's actually like another one of the top 3 or 4 arts ever printed in Magic. I mean, surgical extraction is pretty hard to beat. But actually, about surgical extraction, there's a funny thing. You, like you noticed how there was a full art that was extended
Yeah.
and like was about the shape of a magic card.
Mhm.
He was not asked to do that. He did that by himself, and to this day, he is the only person to have ever unprompted designed a card to be printed as a full art
Wow. That's pretty cool.
because he started painting the like main focus of it, right?
Yeah.
And then realized, hold up,
Hold up.
this is going to be the best thing I've ever made.
This is going to be my
And just
magnum opus.
extended it for his own sake.
This is gonna be
Because
his blue steel.
yeah, like it's like the thing is, right, is you saw there was a sun being like eclipsed in the background, right?
Yeah.
If you look closely at that sun, it isn't yellow
It's not.
because that card takes place on the plane of Mirrodin, which is actually has 5 suns, one for each color of mana.
Oh.
So
I'm gonna look this up
I
again. Hold
think
on.
the sun in surgical extraction is green,
Oh. Okay.
which interestingly, because it's the eclipse of the green sun, there's a specific moment in the Magic story where that card happens.
Oh.
Yeah,
Interesting. Let me
it's
just look at
very
this.
it's
I'm
you
looking at
just
it
look
again. Hold on. Let me
yeah,
pull up
it's
the
so
uh
cool.
the thing
Like
again so y'all can
Stephen
see.
Stephen Belladin has absolutely crushed it with that art.
Let's see if I can actually. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's not really. Ooh, hello, that's not what I wanted to look at. Yeah, you can tell Miku is poking at it right here, but it's not really yellow. It's kind of a green, like a
Yep.
muted green. It's very interesting. I wonder if I could actually zoom in on that, or if I can't. I don't think I can. Nope, I apparently can't. Okay. Let's kind of maybe this way. No, can't zoom in. Can we? Nope.
But
That's
yeah,
just.
like
But the detail on this is really like
it's
crazy.
phenomenal.
Yeah, that's like really sick actually.
Yep. And Wizards of the Coast has been trying to buy the original painting of this card off of Stephen Belladin for like 15 years.
Well, you know what? If I had created something so fucking fantastic like this, I probably wouldn't sell it either.
Like, and the reason is because what they want to do is they want to do a traveling art exhibit. In
Of
fact,
like different.
this card art is specifically why the art contract for artists for Magic has been changed because Stephen Belladin won't give them the original, and they don't like that because they want to do like a traveling art exhibition of like Magic's best card arts.
Oh, somebody even got a fucking tattoo of it. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Dude. Oh, look, there's like a holographic one.
Yep.
Whoa. Here's
And that mark,
somebody's
that watermark
recreation.
underneath. Yep,
A recreation of it.
yep,
It's pretty cool. This one's kind of cool too. I like this one.
yep.
It's really cool.
Um, Let me think. What's another really good card art? I'm personally a really big fan of. Oh, Phyrexian Unlife is another one of my favorites right there on the far
Which
right
one?
of the related.
Which one? This
Uh,
one?
all the way to the right of your screen.
Silence?
Phyrexian Unlife underneath the preview on your right. No, the
What?
it was so where those cards are over there. Yeah, on underneath the thing, you were looking at one card, and Phyrexian Unlife was underneath it,
Okay, hold on. Maybe if I go
and it's
back.
one of the.
This one. This one. Please click. Thank
Yes,
you. Oh,
yeah,
that's
all the
kind
way
of.
over
That's
there.
fucking creepy.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I really hoped Junji Ito was gonna redraw.
Um, I mean, this one's
Cause like,
creepy enough. I think if Junji Ito was going to recreate this in any way, I think he would probably just do something similar, in
yeah,
my
I know, but
opinion.
it would have been interesting to see if he could like if he did something different with it, because what's happening on this card is I've spoken to you about Phyrexia before, right?
I mean, you've
Where
given me
it's
a vague
yeah,
kind of explanation of how this
Phyrexia
work.
is a plane, a disease, and a species all at the same
Okay. It's like
time. So it takes the form of this thing called the ichor, the Phyrexian oil,
okay.
and everything that the Phyrexian oil touches begins to be replaced with mechanical parts or
Right.
like inorganic material.
Mhm.
So Phyrexian Unlife here, what's happening is we're seeing someone mid conversion into a Phyrexian.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. And you can see they can't even scream because their face has been replaced with porcelain. It doesn't move.
Oh, that's it's like I have no mouth and I must scream.
Exactly. And they're crying Phyrexian oil as the blood and other organic substances in their body are overtaken by the infection.
That's really creepy.
It is one of my favorite card arts because it's like, oh, super understated, very like subtly horrifying.
It yeah, it's like that kind of it's the kind of horror where it's like it makes you think about it before you actually realize like how fucking scary it is.
Yeah.
Um yeah, again, like I have no mouth and I'm a scream where like you read that story and you're like, "Oh, it's kind of like whatever," but you get to that last part where he describes himself as like this weird fucking like gelatinous
Fleshy thing, yeah.
gelatinous flesh creature with like the eyes that like the way that the eyes are like described in that short story is like fucking wild. It's like they're just sacks of fog basically. And like it's
Yeah.
like you're like you're reading it and you're like, "Oh, that's creepy, that's gross, that's weird." Right? You get to that last line where he's like, "I have no mouth and I must scream." And you it just that's when it fucking hits you and you're like, "Oh, he is fucked for like all of eternity now." Like he is
Yeah.
like Ted is dead. Like whoa. Like
Yeah.
it's fucked up.
Exactly.
Which is why I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream is actually one of my favorite short stories ever, because like
Yep.
yeah, it's like the things that it talks about are like horrifying, and like it is like a weird little story about a group of people who are fighting against this giant AI, but in the end that AI wins, and that AI wins in the most like awful way possible. You know, like it's literally human there is no hope for humanity at the end of uh that fucking
Yeah.
story. You're like, "Oh." So it's like creepy as hell.
Yes.
Oh, that's a sick tattoo. Oh my god. That would
Kate
oh my
debating whether
god.
or not she gets a surgical extraction tattoo.
I no, I wouldn't. Like that's the thing about me and my tattoos is like I get tattoos that I actually would like that I can relate to, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't play Magic the Gathering. I don't think I would ever get a Magic the Gathering tattoo. I'm
That's
not going
fair.
to say I'm never going to because hey, I might in the future if I like, you know, start playing the game more,
Yeah.
but I don't think I would
Um
ever get a Magic
I'm
the
trying to think. There is also what's it called? Another thing that I really love in Magic is flavor text on cards.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Um
You we love our flavor text on your cards. We you always like
yeah. I
to
think
show
one of
them
my
off
favorites
and
is on there's one on a card called there not every copy of this card has a flavor text, but there's one called Wrath of God. And one of
mm,
the flavor texts on a version of that card is both armies prayed for the prayed that their god would strike down the other side, and the heavens opened up in kind,
mm,
because the effect text of Wrath of God is destroy all creatures.
fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense.
Look up the art of Wrath of God too, by the way.
Okay, let's do that.
It's really
Wrath,
good.
wrath of God. Wow, there's like several. Here's one.
Yeah, it's a very iconic card.
That's
Oh
pretty
wait,
cool.
there the full art one, top right.
This one.
Uh, or no, top right. Outside of the right next to the big art. Yep, each side prayed for the gods to smite the other. In the end, all their prayers were answered.
Yeah.
That I love that flavor text. And then if you see over there, there's damnation, which is the same card but in black. Uh,
Nice. It's just the
yeah, I love that one.
wow.
That's one of my
This
favorites.
one's from Amazon. You can just buy the card off of Amazon.
Oh yeah, you could buy singles of any Magic card if you wanted.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, that Wrath of God art is so good.
that's pretty funny. Oh, this is. That one's kind of
Um,
cool.
which one?
This one right here.
Oh yeah, from Double Masters. Yeah.
Here's
Trying to
another
think
one.
what other. I'm a little bit behind watching the stream, but
Fair enough.
yep, that would be that I believe is the oh man, the like players league. There used to be a thing that you would do,
Mm.
and what they would like a player rewards card. That's what it is. If you went to enough events, you would get sent in the mail because you would have a little like DCI number with wizards that had like your address and stuff on it. So if you qualified for an invitational tournament, they would send the invite directly to your house, right?
Mm.
So another thing that would occasionally be sent out to these people is iconic cards that would have their rules text removed because the card was so ubiquitous and so iconic that the name is all you need to understand what it does.
Right.
So like, yeah, I mean, you get hit with Wrath of God once and you're like, yeah, you know what it does.
Mhm.
Um Another good one is let me see. I'm trying to think of other really phenomenal card arts. You might think I'm trying to think of other ones you would really enjoy. Um if we want to stick on the theme of like
Cool.
Phyrexian stuff, there's like Phyrexian Obliterator is a pretty cool one.
Did I spell Phyrexian right?
Yep,
Oh, literally right there. Obliterator.
yep, right where
Oh! I think. No, obviously not, but. Okay, come on, show me this, please. Oh my god. Oh, yeah! Look, this is the Junji Ito. Is that Junji Ito? No.
no, that is not.
No, it's not. But yeah, that
That
is.
is a style called oil slicked.
Well, that's what I got with my, Actually,
No, the Junji Ito cards were just in black and white because that's how he does his shit.
no,
So
I got a. Oh no, I got foil, not oil slicked.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I have two sets of the Junji Ito cards.
you do. Yep.
Yeah, I got them in Japanese and foiled, and then I just got the regular
Yeah.
non-foiled.
So
And I think the
like
reason I did that was because if I ever plan to actually start playing Magic the Gathering, I was going to use them in my actual.
I could totally see you playing mono black. Honestly, it's all like witches and like rituals and shit.
Yeah, which I'm
So
totally
like, yeah, I
into.
could totally see you doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so okay, Phyrexian Obliterator, the one you have focused on right now, that would be kind of
Let me go
like
back to that. Sorry.
oh
Yeah. Sorry.
yeah,
It's okay.
the yeah, so that would be more akin with what a new Phyrexian would look like.
Okay, so there's the
Where
old
new
Phyrexians and new
Phyrexia,
ones.
yeah, so the original plane of Phyrexia was destroyed
Oh, okay.
because it was an aberration against like all things. So
Creation, yeah.
it was either it had to go or everything else had to go. There was no compromise. So new Phyrexians, however, are imperfect compared to the original Phyrexians. But the closest things that new Phyrexia produces to old Phyrexians would be the mono black Phyrexians. So this is a new Phyrexian version of Obliterator.
Mm.
You can see it still has fleshy bits.
Yeah.
Original Phyrexians were far more mechanical
Oh, okay.
because, like, the idea of Phyrexia initially was like hell for artifact creatures.
Yeah.
So, like, if you look up Phyrexian Negator, that would be what an original Phyrexian would look like.
Okay, hold on. Again, I'm using my left hand for everything, so.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'm glad I can show you some of the really cool arts in Magic though, because when Magic art hits, it hits.
Okay, so like this kind of thing. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's more machiny. It's got like more
Yes.
metally bits.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, look at this one.
Like a facsimile of life almost
Yeah,
would be the way to
like the fleshy bits are like blending into the metally
Yeah.
bits and it's like
Or like
weird.
is it even flesh or is it just metal imitating flesh?
Yeah. Okay. That's creepy.
Um
I kind of like these guys.
yeah.
They're kind of cool.
It's unfortunate that Phyrexian Negator sucks so much ass. That card is actually fucking horrible.
Well, apparently it's not
Um
tournament legal apparently.
no, it hasn't been printed. Well, okay. It hasn't been. That's a gold border version of Phyrexian Negator. That's from the World Championship decks, where what they used to do is every year they'd print the top 4 decks from the World Championship, but they would have a gold border, so they weren't, and a different back, so they weren't legal to play in registered events.
Oh, okay. They were just collector items kind of thing.
Yeah, you could play them with your friends as like a way of cheaply getting the experience of playing Magic at the highest level.
Mm.
So like the decks would be like $10, $15 each, right? Because they're not
Mhm.
tournament legal product, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, also the flavor text on them, they exist to cease.
Mhm. They're just here to fucking die, dudes.
Well, here's the thing about Phyrexian Negator. The reason it's like it like at the time it was originally printed, it was actually very good
Yeah.
because it's 3 mana for a 5/5 with trample, which is way ahead of curve, as we would say.
Mhm.
Now it has a horrible, horrible downside that like realistically could just like lose you the game if enough damage is dealt to it. But that's black for you. That's the design philosophy of mono black
Yeah.
is greatness at any cost.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I like
But
this art
yeah,
of it where it's like
yeah, it's good.
yeah. That I like that.
Um, yeah, Phyrexians are so yeah. The old plane of Phyrexia exploded. Eventually, a bit of Phyrexian. Oh, that's Jingataxius. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
He is one of the. So I was actually just about to get there. Eventually, the plane of Mirrodin, or as it was originally known very briefly, Argentum,
Mhm.
um, is infected with a tiny bit of Phyrexian oil that survived the initial destruction of Phyrexia. Which means that over time, yeah, you can see like Jingataxi, like oh, he's so fucking gnarly. Um,
I love the like exposed like guts and tendons. That's really
oh,
sick.
you should see Elish Norn. She's like
Yeah,
40% exposed muscle.
I think
Yeah,
you've shown how
yeah.
do I spell that? Elish
E L
Norn.
E S space Norne.
Okay, wait.
Oh, Norn, not
N
Nor.
O wait, what is it? N
RN.
R N. No, Elish E
ELESH.
Elish L O E L E S H. Yeah, there we go. Woohoo! Oh yeah, yeah, you've shown me
Yeah, she's
this.
like 40% exposed muscle.
She's sick. And
Yeah.
yeah, and then I have this. This is
Yeah,
the
the Mother of Machines.
yeah, I have this
Or no,
card.
that did not come with the Junji
Oh no, I
Ito pack.
don't.
That was
You're
released
right.
separately in the next set.
Yeah, you're right. I
Which
don't have
I
this card.
remember my big complaint being I can't believe they didn't get Junji Ito to draw Phyrexian. And then in the next set, they're like, by the way.
This one though, I like this one. This is so
Yeah,
cool.
that is the concept art of Elish Norn. the original, like ripped straight from the original design document of New Phyrexia.
That's like really sick. Like
Yeah,
this is cool, but it's a little too smooth, you know? Like
yeah,
it's not like it's not crunchy like I want it to be.
yeah. Like if you
This is
notice,
like
The only parts of Elishnorn's body that aren't exposed muscle are porcelain.
yeah. Like I want more of like this where it's like jagged and like broken looking and like actual like broken porcelain kind of shit. Like
Yes.
that looks sick as shit. This seems just a little too like this official artwork seems a little too
Well, the
smooth.
reason they eventually smoothed it out is because you're gonna have a lot of you're gonna have to have different artists drawing her doing a lot of different things, and keeping all of that stuff consistent across multiple card arts is just a massive pain in the ass.
Yeah, but at the same time
Like
it,
I
it
understand, like yeah, it was done for a reason.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, I understand that completely like
Yeah.
but at the same time I'm like I
So
prefer things to look
yeah,
more creepy.
yeah, like how her robes are almost like tendrils in the
Yeah.
Neo art. Yeah.
Like hold on, go back to the that one. Yeah, like that looks sick as fuck.
Like I mean, the
like
reason she's so like well presented and everything and well kept together compared to the other Phyrexians is because she is her so on New Phyrexia, for the first time Phyrexians were exposed to all five colors of mana, whereas the original plane of Phyrexia it was basically mono black.
mhm.
So, on New Phyrexia, they explored the concept of what each color of mana means to Phyrexians.
Mhm.
And that's where we got the five Phyrexian Praetors: Elishnorn, Shieldred, Jin-Gitaxias, Urbrask, and Vorinclex. Each of them represents a like very specific narrow focus on their color, where Elishnorn is effectively a religious leader for Phyrexia. She is They all worship the father of machines, Yawgmoth,
Mhm.
who was the original like effectively turned Phyrexia into what it was originally
Yeah.
and was effectively their god. Now, even though none of the new Phyrexians have ever been to old Phyrexia, a lot of the old information of Phyrexia lived on in the oil. So they know that what happened to original Phyrexia. They know about Yawgmoth and they worship him. In fact, we actually have a bit like small fragments of text from their holy book.
Mm.
And I've told you about it before. It's something I would like to get a tattoo of. It's what's it called. Phyrexia came from the void. Great Yawgmoth, the father of machines, saw its potential, and the great work began.
You want to get that tattooed like the
I want to get it tattooed into my on my arm in Phyrexian, which is written vertically.
Oh, that would be cool actually.
Yep.
Next
So
time you come to
Elishnorn is
next time you come to Canada, I'll get
well, I'll have to either start wearing long. I'll have to either get a new job or start wearing long sleeve shirts.
that's true. Right?
Yeah,
Cuz yeah, right, I forgot. Your job doesn't
my
allow
job no
tattoos.
longer allows visible tattoos. Yeah,
Dang.
as of literally a week before I came up, anyway.
Yeah, you could well cuz we were yeah, that's another thing is when you came up or when last May when you came up, you were like if we can we check out some tattoos place and I'm like yeah sure and then like literally
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Then it just no, it didn't work out. Oh well.
Oh,
Hello, Volt.
we have Volt here. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
But
Uh,
Do you have your topics ready?
Just,
It's a joke.
I
We're
did.
messing with you.
It's a joke. We're
Just
messing with you. We're not. No, don't worry about it.
But
like, look, I am so tired. The lawn was so rough to deal with. Like, I think we got like gophers or something because there were a lot of mushy spots and these like patches of like really condensed mud that were like sticking out of the grass
Tell us about the mud.
and like also the mud, yeah, but like just it was a pain the entire way through and I had to do it all in one go or else I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it if I sat down even once. So, yeah, that happened.
That's crazy, dude.
um,
Uh,
but yeah, to wrap up what I was talking about, the other Phyrexian praetors are so Jin-Gitaxias is yeah, so Elish Norn believes that perfection is Phyrexia and that the rest of the multiverse must accept perfection at any costs. That there is no room for imperfection, thus the perfection of Phyrexia must be uh forced upon them.
Mhm.
Uh
right.
the praetor for blue is Jin-Gitaxias, the progress tyrant. He believes that Phyrexia is yet to be perfect, and that perfection can only occur through iterative experiments upon what already is.
Yeah.
So a lot of his Phyrexians are significantly less organic and look almost robotic entirely because they're constantly trying to improve themselves.
Right.
Vorinclex, or no, I'll save Urabrask for last. Shieldred, Mono Black, Phyrexian Praetor, believes that Phyrexia as it was originally was already perfect. That there is no need for Phyrexia to change. Um, and that doing so is in direct defiance of the father of machines.
Look at all these cosplays.
Yeah, she's very popular to cosplay.
What?
You're
We're
not.
looking at
You're not
the
looking
stream
at the
now.
stream. You gotta look at the stream.
Yeah, Elish
Yeah, I
Elish
guess.
Norn is probably one of the 2 or 3 most popular Magic characters to cosplay because you get to make a big crazy fucking thing and put it on your head.
Yeah, like look at this big fucking thing on
Yeah,
this
I don't
person's
really
head.
like the one where there's a lot of detail, like, and it's overdone. I like it where it like if it's cracked and stuff, like yeah, okay, sure, like what's on screen now, that's fine.
Wait,
That's
this one?
perfectly fine because yeah, like I like it when it's like because Elish Norn's whole aesthetic is like sleek porcelain broken up by rough exposed tendon and muscle, right?
Yeah.
So like
I
when
like
you
this
start
one.
adding a bunch of like complicated designs to her like headpiece, which that is a headpiece, that is not actually her face. She can take it off,
Yeah.
apparently.
What is? Do we know what she looks like under it?
It's not important.
It's not
Okay,
important.
sure.
Here's a back
Yeah,
shot. It's a little blurry, but
yeah.
that yeah, that
But
makes sense.
yeah,
Kind of like
Reason
this like
also.
goopy.
like either or maybe she grafted it onto herself at some point, but yeah, like it is not actually like her face. That is something she put on one day. Um, but yeah, Shieldred is like the traditionalist Phyrexian.
Mhm.
Vorinclex, the Praetor of Green, he believes that perfection is achieved through strength. He believes in survival of the fittest, and that Phyrexia is the strongest, and until proven otherwise, uh, it is his ideal of perfection.
I like this. They're like Lady Gaga as Elish Norn.
Yep.
She would make a good Elish Norn, because look at this shit.
She would.
Yeah. If they ever make a movie.
Or if that Netflix series ever fucking. Well, I mean, Norn is dead now, so it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but they
mean,
could.
it's
They
a
don't have to.
series. They don't have to set it in the present.
Yeah.
Plus, magic jumps around through time periods all the time, doesn't it? Didn't the whole
This.
set was like
Click
a
on that, please.
flashback to a war that happened thousands of years ago, didn't they?
This is like
Um,
incredibly. Oh, this is Art Station. This is fucking AI. Never mind.
Oh,
We don't look at
gross.
that shit.
which is a shame because it's almost cool.
Yeah.
But again,
It's
they
cool if
did
it
the
was
thing on the
real.
porcelain of it's not smooth enough. I'm okay with cracks, but it has to present as smooth to me.
Really, because I'm like the exact opposite. If you're going to
Well, it's
show me.
specifically because of how Norn carries herself, as she proclaims perfection, but you can see, but like the flaws in her armor, the little cracks, those show that like she's not right. There are cracks in her ideas. There's cracks in her plans and her facade, and
Okay,
sometimes just a little bit they come out.
I get that, but I also really like the idea of like if you're going to go with like, oh, she has like porcelain like
Yeah.
armor or whatever, I want to see it jagged. I want to see it
Yeah,
broken. I
like
want to see it.
I'm talking about just specifically the big surfaces, right?
Yeah,
I don't want
okay.
it to look like rough porcelain. The edges being like jagged and uneven, sure.
So you don't
But
like
where it's all
like this part like with the
no,
like
no,
yeah.
that's too much is going on the surface.
Okay. I see.
Like in the art of Grand Cenobite, right? Like you can
Mhm.
see that like there's cracks along her faceplate, there's cracks on her chest, on her arms and legs, right? Those exist, but like as a whole, it presents as being very smooth, very pristine, all things considered.
Right.
Like even that's too much, I think, too.
Okay.
Like yeah, like I'm okay
Yeah.
with her being like, oh, she has like these porcelain ribs and whatnot that are like yeah, this is fine for me.
Mhm.
But like as a whole, I think that her porcelain should present as smooth and near pristine.
Cuz she's trying to like put out
Yeah,
that
that's the image she's trying to craft for herself.
yeah. Fair
Uh,
enough.
yeah, and Vorinclex's Phyrexians typically look a lot more fleshy, a lot less mechanical. Sometimes they have elements of plant matter inside of them. Um, and then we have Urbrask. And Urbrask is one I find fascinating because
Mhm.
he does believe that Phyrexia is perfection, but he also believes that perfection is a choice.
Fair enough. Okay.
Like, he doesn't like in fact by the end of the original Scars of Mirrodin block, which eventually leads into New Phyrexia, the Mirren resistance is hiding out in Urbrask's lair of Mirrodin. Because Mirrodin is a planet that has 5 layers, each with its own sun, one for each color of mana. The innermost layer is mono red. It's called the Great Furnace. It's where Urbrask resides, and he knowingly allows the Mirren resistance to just stay there
Yeah.
because if they're not in his way, he doesn't give a shit. In fact, his original card art, or there's an old card art, an old card with a flavor text that says when the Mirren resistance was reported to Urbrask, after days of thought, his proclamation shocked his followers. Leave them be.
Whoa.
But yeah, Phyrexians as a whole are just absolutely my favorite like creature type in Magic. They're so cool.
They are very
Just
creepy.
visually, they're so sick.
Yeah. They're like very creepy.
Yeah, they are very, very disturbing.
Anyways, now that Volt's here, Volt, what would
Yep.
you like to talk about?
Um, I mean, really not too much. Like I'm just like playing Cobblemon while I've been listening to this. I caught a shiny Kricketot, which is cool.
Wow,
But
it's the
uh,
Pokemans.
yeah. It definitely had something when you like offered this, and I cannot think of it. I just a bit tired.
Amazing.
Um,
Um,
but I'm probably gonna. Oh no.
oh no.
I'm probably gonna do stuff like that where I just like react to what's going on in my game. Just like I'm still paying attention. Just like there's a very angry bird that is going to attack me after my battle is over.
That's
So
crazy,
that's nice.
guys. What should we look up then? We should look up some cool stuff.
Um,
Um,
I mean,
well,
I
you
guess
know what? I have a topic.
Yeah.
uh-oh. What's the
It's a
topic?
very niche and stupid topic, but they keep changing the Venom logo and not being consistent with it.
Oh, the over underarms thing.
Yeah, because uh, like every Venom user, like everyone who's had the Venom symbiote, they all have a different look to them. Like Eddie Brock has the classic symbol.
Are we
There's
talking about like
Harry's down there from Marvel Spider-Man 2.
the
What he's
spiders?
talking about, particularly,
We're
is
talking about
that
the spider.
yeah, the spider on Venom's chest
Yeah.
from user to user either has the legs going under Venom's arms or over the shoulders.
It's how it's
And it
supposed to be.
Right.
yeah, and it seemingly changes at random sometimes in the middle of a run.
Yeah, depending
Oh.
on who's drawing it and which logo they prefer. And
Yeah.
like, I kind of get that, but at the same time, like, they're supposed to be different. Like, uh,
Let's just look up
and I don't
Venom,
like
not
it when
just
they're not
not the
consistent
logo.
with it because like the logo that goes over the shoulders, that's supposed to be for Matt Gargan, the Scorpion, when he had the Venom symbiote.
So like
But they keep giving that to
this is
other
this is an
Venoms.
example of like over the shoulders here.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the Marvel Rivals Venom. Yeah, he has the Scorpion Venom logo, even though it's
Okay.
Eddie Brock. And what
Okay.
really bothers me is they just did a like black suit Spider-Man skin in Marvel Rivals. He's got the same logo. And like, yeah, it looks cool.
And then this
Like,
here
I'm
is like
not
the
gonna say it
under.
doesn't.
This here is the under. Because it's
Yeah,
not over
Yeah,
his
oh,
shoulder.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's classic Venom.
this looks like
Um,
classic Venom too.
I mean, if he starts singing show tunes, then it's classic Venom.
Yeah, that is definitely classic Venom.
And then this is like Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
that one with the orange background, that is actually
I do not
the
see
one
the
right
one.
above. Clicked on. I'm looking at the stream, so it's behind.
Yeah.
This one.
There's like a Venom design that kind of has the classic logo, but he's got yeah, that.
Yeah.
He's got chains around his arms. That is Dylan Brock, who is Eddie Brock's son.
Oh, okay.
And like Eddie Brock was like doing some cosmic stuff during that. It's a whole thing.
It's
I
a
honestly really
whole
love it,
ass
but it's
thing.
very hard to explain.
Isn't he the son of Eddie and the symbiote or something?
He's the son of Eddie the symbiote and Anne Wei. So like
he has 3 parents.
Yeah, because
he's like
the symbiote
Choso.
was bonded to Eddie when he was conceived, or maybe it was bonded to Anne. Either way,
the symbiote and Eddie are
gay.
There isn't a word in it's implied that
Historians
they're
will
the same entity at this point.
Historians will say they were best friends.
Actually, in Marvel Comics, the implication is that it's even further than that. They're more like the same thing, the same entity at this point.
I was making a gay
Or when
joke,
they're
but
bugs, anyway. But
I was making a gay
Yeah.
joke, but okay.
Yeah, no, but you still have a point though, okay? Because like,
it's not an incorrect point. It's just that
yeah,
you didn't go far enough.
it's
Ah,
like
so you're telling me that they were roommates?
they were super roommates.
Hell yeah.
They were bunkmates, even.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I
Um,
love the design of Venom, to be honest.
I
it's
kind of like how
so
Venom
It's
was
good.
really
drawn,
fucking cool.
like, originally, where, like, his proportions just didn't fucking make sense, ever.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, like,
like
I like that about him because it makes him look more monstrous, you know?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Like,
I
it
like it
makes
when
him
Venom's
more
mouth
look,
does the weird shit.
yeah, like this
like
shit where it's like,
one of the
that is a broken jaw for anybody else, but like for
yeah,
Or
Venom,
one
that's
really
just,
ripped open cheek.
yeah,
yeah.
like,
It's like a lizard mouth, but like he doesn't have the
Yeah.
snout.
yeah,
Which, credit where it's due, the Venom movies did at least do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
like, look at the fucking live action Venom shit. That
yeah.
is sick as hell.
Honestly, as many problems that I have with those movies, even though I love them, the design of Venom, if it just had the logo, it would be perfect. Like
I think
seriously,
honestly, I think the reason they probably forego the logo was one, they didn't want it connected to Spider-Man, obviously, because of the whole like
Yeah.
Sony Marvel bullshit that was going on. But
yeah.
also, I
I mean,
think,
they really tried to get Spider-Man in there. They tried so hard, and they just couldn't do it
because of the
of their
Marvel,
own shenanigans.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think that here's my thing is I think that if they added the logo in the live action movies, it would make him look a little too cartoony. Do you know what I mean? Like
It
it would,
depends on how they did it. If they made it look
Yeah.
like like the veins that he has all
Yeah,
over
like if it
him.
blended in with the veins, honestly, that design probably
yeah.
would have worked better with the over-the-shoulder or like
Yeah.
scrawny Matt
Yes, it
Gargan
would.
style spider instead of the classic
Yeah.
one.
Fair
If
enough.
it
Because
Like
if his
the
veins had made up the
these kind
spider,
of
then yes,
thing,
it would
yeah.
have worked.
yeah,
But if it was just smooth white design over his chest, it would have looked like absolute shit.
Yeah. So
probably yeah.
again, that, and you know what? It again, it maybe there was a prototype cuz again, CGI animation goes through so much
Yeah,
when you're doing
especially
movies
because like
like this.
directors are just like do it again if they want something changed instead of just getting like a proof of concept. They want the whole scene fully rendered out, and then they're like, eh.
Yeah.
Change that one thing, which requires you to do basically the entire thing all over again.
Yeah.
And I know that people had problem with PG-13 Carnage, but man, they got away with some shit with PG-13
Yeah,
Carnage.
Honestly,
I mean,
yeah. They
they
did.
got away with more than they did in the animated series, which also got away with a lot.
Like, I like. There's that scene where Carnage like shoves a tendril down someone's throat and like blends him from the inside. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's not just
Jesus
a tendril; it's
Christ.
his tongue.
I
Yeah, like just
can
blends him from the inside. And I was like, oh,
can
jeez.
can I also maybe like
What?
say something? Let me just look
Yeah.
up some Spider-Man art because I have to kind of do a little mini rant about Spider-Man.
Are we gonna do
Okay.
Spider-Man doing back shots from the lizard?
No, we're not.
No.
But I'm talking about
No.
like, okay,
No.
so like I love Spider-Man art where he's doing like poses like this and stuff because you can tell the artist was referencing like dancers and stuff when doing these poses because like
Yeah.
the way that his feet are positioned are dance like they're ballet positions essentially. And I fucking love
Okay.
that about Spider-Man art is that like they don't reference like like fighting. they reference, like, because a lot of like other superheroes, when they're doing like poses and stuff, a lot of the time the artist is referencing like wrestlers or MMA fighters or like people who fight for a living kind of thing. With Spider-Man, it's
Yeah.
the complete opposite. They go to like they look at dancers and things to for his posing because they want him to look more streamlined. They want him to look more
Agile.
agile and not I the word that I'm trying to say is not feminine, but like more elegant in that way.
Yeah.
Elegant.
And then you got whatever the fuck Todd McFarlane was doing on his run.
Oh yeah. And to be fair, like I really like it whenever like because like Todd kind of made Spider-Man like not
An animal.
move like a person. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
he is like scrunched up and like
Yeah, look up Todd McFarlane Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah.
what
Todd
I
really loved folding that man in half.
but like my point is that Spider-Man is definitely one of my favorite like Marvel characters in the sense that he stands out so much in
Yeah.
comparison to everybody else because they reference like dancers in in his poses as opposed to
It's kind of funny and like with Spider-Man, like even like costume wise, Spider-Man just doesn't even fucking like feel like a Marvel character sometimes.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, like
Like dude looks like they ripped his ass out of DC once in a while.
yeah.
yeah. Well, honestly, like
it's kind of
I
funny.
watched a video about it recently. Like, there's this channel called Probably Spider-Man who like makes a lot of Spider-Man related content. A lot of stuff about like how to make your own Spider-Man costumes for like cosplay and stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But he did like a breakdown of the classic suit and like why it looks so good, what other versions of like the red and blue suit have done like right or wrong, like comparing the live action versions and like uh just like seeing what he liked about him, what he didn't like, and like how well they translated the original design. And the thing he kept saying through the entire video is what Trevor was saying. He does not look like he fits in, which also like fits his character because he is a loner. Even though he's been on the Avengers and stuff, he still doesn't feel like he belongs with other superheroes. He still tries to do everything on his own.
Crow just did a metal pipe drop. Thank you, Crow. Thank you.
Oh.
Here he is.
And then here he is. Hi, welcome.
Hi, Crow.
We're talking about Spider-Man.
Todd McFarlane and his debt
Yeah,
problems.
I've had the stream open for a little bit, but because none of you guys paid attention to the chat, I said I'd probably be late.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, you
no,
didn't
I
say
saw
it in
that.
chat,
I
though.
saw that you'd probably be late.
Yeah, we saw that you'd be
well,
probably
like,
be late,
no
but
one
that's
ever
okay.
responded to me, and I'm not in the call, so
That's
Yeah.
okay. We kind of got
I just
distracted.
had to
we
assume the
just kind of
worst
started
always.
and waited for everyone to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna be late, but I didn't. But I was like later than normal.
I
Or
love
I planned
how
to be.
I will say
how
that I do like Todd McFarlane's way of drawing Spider-Man's face more than I like other artists' style of his face, because with a costume character like this where his face is covered, the eyes are the most like the way that you're going to see the expression.
Angular.
They're very
Yeah.
angular, but they're also more expressive because that's the only way you can show expression is through the eyes.
Yeah.
So
And,
when McFarlane does like draw Spider-Man, he draws the eyes to be very large and basically the focal point of Spider-Man's face. So if Spider-Man's angry, you're going to see it on his face because his eyes are going to look fucking angry. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Spider-Man to be angry, by the way.
No, but like you get what I mean, right? Like it's
a hard way.
I would prefer I prefer when Spider-Man is drawn with like these larger eyes so that we can actually
Yeah.
see the emotion in his face despite his face being obscured, right? Like that's the
Yeah, I
way.
do think that Todd can occasionally make them a little too big.
Oh
Like
yeah, for
especially like
sure.
some of the shapes of them,
All
like
this talk
especially in
about
the classic like
this
Spider-Man
actually
#1 cover, they're just kind of like
It's
weirdly
definitely the
shaped, and I
Japanese
don't
people that
really
talk.
like it. But I do think like especially that like black and white drawing that you were on for a while of just like the chest up version. Uh, like the way those lenses were, yeah, like that. Those lenses look perfect, honestly. Like the thickness of the black line, the like shape of it, the little spike at the end,
His
just
little
like overall,
eyeliner.
that is how I want Spider-Man to look. And
His
I
little
really don't like it when they make his lenses really small, because then it just like I think the only time the lenses being small made any sense to me was in The Amazing Spider-Man 1, because they literally made them out of sunglasses. Every other time, they could have been bigger. They should have been bigger. They don't look right when they're small. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
yeah.
on the topic of lenses, Bolt. I want to ask you a question,
yeah,
because I heard this debate. I think like a month or two ago. When it comes to like live action characters like Spider-Man, Batman, and other characters, do you prefer like do you would you prefer the lens to be like blacked out white, full white out, or do you still want to see like their eyes peek through?
I think it depends on the character. Like, I go back and forth on Batman, like whether or not he should have the white eyes. Spider-Man absolutely has to have the white eyes. You cannot have those lenses be transparent, because they're literally supposed to be opaque to hide his identity. If you can see his
Yeah,
eyes,
yeah,
you're
that
not
makes
doing it
sense.
right.
Yeah,
Um, but what with like Batman or even like Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine, like I can kind of see both sides of it, where you can see more of his expression without the whites in his eyes. And like, it also just makes a bit more sense, even if it does mean that they have to put on makeup or whatever to like keep the black all around his eyes. Like, and also just Batman has been done that way every single time in live action outside of like one scene in The Dark Knight. And
Hmm.
so, like, I think I'm pretty used to it at this point. Uh,
hmm
Wolverine, I'm not entirely sure if what they did was the right call. I think it looks really good, especially like as a skin in Marvel Rivals or like as an action figure or whatever. Like that costume, literally just take the sleeves off, it's perfect. But the eyes thing, I can kind of see that like it does kind of take away from uh, Hugh Jackman's performance a tiny bit. That it's like CGI'd over.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
granted, they could have done a lot worse, where they CGI'd the
yeah,
mask and just kept the eyes like Green Lantern, and
Hmm.
yeah.
that is
I
the
mean, I
worst of
just
both
wanted to get
worlds.
I wanted to get your opinion on this since we don't really talk that often.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fair. But yeah, so that's my little rant. I do really love just like the way that like Spider-Man stands out in terms of like the
Yeah.
fact that like they reference a lot of the time the artist will reference like ballet dancing and like other forms of
Yeah.
dance as opposed
Although I
to
do like that pose of him, just like his legs are going so far out in that Todd McFarlane art. Like, oh my gosh.
yeah, like he is
Yeah,
kind of
but
a
I mean,
scrunched up little dude.
yeah, I do love when Spider-Man like moves like that, because him like moving in like unrealistic ways, it just feels right to me. I don't know what
Yeah,
it is. It just feels right.
it feels more like an actual spider where it's
Yeah,
almost it's like almost like creepy and uncanny and weird. It yeah, I agree with you on that where it's like this like whole fucking shit looks like yeah, what the fuck? Right? Like who runs around like that? You know? But it
yeah.
makes
It's another
sense.
thing that makes him stand out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Uh,
Anyways.
Honestly, I could go on and on and on about like Spider-Man designs. One thing I will say, the Iron Spider suit from the MCU, overhated. I think it's great. Like, it doesn't
Really?
look anything like the Iron Spider looks in the comics, and you know what? I'm okay with that because it combined my two favorite suits: the all new, all different suit, which has the like armored look with the green
So we're talking
lights
about.
around the emblem.
Are we talking about this suit here?
I wish I could tell you, but there's an ad right now.
Oh.
Can't.
Bro, you aren't subbed?
Why aren't you
I-
subbed, bro?
I
No,
don't
I'm
have
joking.
Amazon Prime right now. That's the only way I've been able to sub is with Amazon Prime. I don't have.
Subbed for 19 straight 19 months. And
You
Yeah.
have a job, bro. I'm still
Quick.
working on that.
Quick, Crow, send pictures of job applications.
I'm already working on that.
Apparently, Crow is my Jarvis now. I don't know.
Crow's my Jarvis.
No,
Jarvis,
No, that
send
is-
job
I'm
application.
not against that.
that is the integrated suit from No Way Home.
Hold,
Oh, okay.
hold.
Yeah.
Your Twitch thing is like wildcharge underscore YouTube, right?
No way. He's gonna fucking gift you a sub.
It's Wild Charge Voltage.
No
Okay.
fucking way.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Oh
Oh
my
yeah, it's the Sonic profile picture, right?
god. Yeah.
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 No.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Is he getting gifted
Okay,
a sub
thank
live
you.
on stream? No fucking
Is it
way.
gonna fucking show up? Hold on. I might have to actually like.
Okay. Hold on.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
so
Do something for
Sean,
that.
Might
just
actually-
gift him a Twitch sub.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here. Stop being broke.
Thank you. I mean, you
Oh,
could
it didn't
break
show.
it
Oh,
later.
Stop being broke.
thanks, Crow.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. It doesn't even show up. Hold on. Did it show up on
There
here?
are 6
It did
people
show up on
watching that
screen.
happen right now.
It'll show up on stream eventually.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
There was a pop up, but I think we were all too busy laughing to look at it.
There we go.
Yeah,
Here, hold
I
on.
saw it.
It's on screen now. You are now the
Oh my god.
the next you're
Yay.
in the box.
I'm in the box.
You're in the box. What?
Guys, subscribe to Caramia Bambina so we don't call you out live on stream. Apparently,
Oh my
Okay, but
god.
I
anyway,
guess that's
the-
what we do now.
the
Yeah.
suit that I am talking about is the one in Infinity War.
Infinity War.
We're making cake type a lot of shit with one hand.
Oh, it's the one with the fucking weird ass fucking arms attached. This thing.
But like the arms are supposed to be there. Like Iron Spider also had that. Though weirdly, the original Iron Spider only had 3, and they never really like. I don't know why they did that. To be honest, every other version of it has had 4. But yeah, I just love that suit.
I'm being with
It's
you. I don't like
yeah.
it at all.
Yeah, I don't like the
I think
arms.
I think it's good.
I don't
like how shiny it is.
Well, that
I-
Yeah, I
too.
can understand that, but I think it's decent.
I don't
Right.
like the
Okay,
arms. They
it-
creep me out. They remind me
Like-
too much of real spider.
I'm the one who's arachnophobic.
I'm scared of spider. I can show you tarantula. I won't, but I don't because I
Please
don't want to free.
Pull up a picture of a tarantula.
But anyway, like that suit, it really depends on the colors for me. Like, it has to look more black than blue. If it's too blue, it's usually like a grayish blue, and that just looks wrong. But like the version in Marvel Rivals looks awesome. But I just like the logo. I like the like metallic look of it because it reminds me of the Spider Armor Mark IV from the comics and the game.
He's
like-
thinking. Don't worry about it.
Uh,
He had to think about it for a
Oh,
minute.
yeah, Jarvis Johnson. Everyone who thinks it would be funny to @Jarvis from Iron Man has just been adding me for months.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Oh
Jarvis.
my god.
You really should change that.
We should all add a random oomph instead of using
Honestly, that is a much better use of our time. I agree.
DM
It'd
us.
be so
No.
funny to just add Volt out of nowhere and be like, Volt, context.
Yeah. Like, what if I just did this? Hold on.
Are you actually gonna at me on Twitter?
I don't know. I don't know your. What is it? Wild charge?
Jarvis, twist his balls.
I think it's just.
Because it's not your fucking RP
Let me
one.
look. I think it's Web of Voltage or something like that.
Yeah, it is. There it is. Web of voltage.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I'm so glad I helped you to do this.
Is this true?
one bit.
Is this true?
There you go.
That you didn't immediately choose to ask me.
Why wouldn't I? Why would I? You lie to me all the time.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
You gaslight me all the time.
Yeah, you
reminds me of
and
this,
Kate both tried to gaslight me into thinking that trains didn't exist in the Wild West.
Well, technically they didn't. It
Oh
was
man, I
their
wish I was there for
invention
that.
that
That would've
ended
been
the
funny.
Wild West.
No.
Dig in my butt? Whoa.
Okay, but like,
Like how I actually gave Volt real historical facts. No.
I don't believe you any more about any
Well,
of that
okay,
stuff.
I'll like explain the
can't.
real thing. The real thing is the reason the Wild West was the Wild West is because it was really far away from like the central government of America, so it was very hard to enforce the law out there. That's why there were so many bounty hunters and why sheriffs would just fucking shoot people. Once trains were invented, going across the country became a lot easier. Therefore, the Wild West effectively ended with the invention of trains.
Okay. I don't want to derail the conversation right now, but I just wanted to point out that in the suggested like add-ons for the search, one of them is just sad.
Yeah, let's see. Let's just.
Oh
sad.
no, that's probably the scene that's gonna give me PTSD of like the turning to ash thing.
It's
That
probably
is.
spoilers.
Spoilers
Yeah.
for a movie that's been out for like
almost 10 years.
for almost
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah, but
That isn't really
that
my
was the
issue. My
exact
issue is
reaction I
that
wanted to get
that
from you
scene
guys.
combined with the ending of Persona 5, which I saw like a year later, gave me like an actual fear of like not necessarily of like myself turning to dust, but like seeing people turn to dust scares the crap out of me. It's just, like freaks me out. I don't like it. I skip that scene every time I replay Persona 5 because I can't handle it anymore.
Wow. Somebody on
shoving
Newgrounds
Volt
drew
throw
Spider
pocket sand in his
Man.
face and then run away.
Pocket sand.
Like I turned to dust.
No.
That's awful.
Me
Anyway.
disintegrating myself in front of Volt for the bit.
Just for the bit, you
No,
guys.
If it's you, I'll think it's a bit. If it's you, I'll think it's a bit.
Anyone else?
God.
He'd get upset. With me, he knows there's a clone somewhere.
Oh.
In the middle of his
There
own
is a clone
saga.
in one of these walls, I'm sure of it.
Oh my god.
Volt, the clone saga.
No,
Right?
no.
It'll last 2 years, Volt.
Oh my god.
No.
That's
And
too
far
funny.
too many comics.
Okay then.
Double back and retcons. It'll be great.
All right. Topic change.
Yeah.
God, do you think the person who wrote that one Spider-Man comic back in the 80s knew what the fuck? Like, do you think they ever like just they just sat there and watched the
Oh,
Clone Saga like Oppenheimer?
to be
Yeah.
fair, like it wasn't their fault.
Yeah, but do you think like they they just as the Clone Saga started unfolding, they were just sitting there like Oppenheimer staring at the
It's like
pond?
I don't want I don't want my name attached to this. Yeah.
Damn.
So suddenly they request all future printed copies to just be like written by Alan Smithy.
Guys, how do you feel about Gaia Online?
I don't.
Oh yeah,
I
that was
I
great.
have the
That was a
only
great
opinion
thing.
I have of Gaia Online is that the Sonic and the Black Knight thing is cool. That's really it.
I think I actually
I
own that.
remember
His
playing
Yeah, I
that a
watched
lot.
you
opinion on
buy
Gaia
it.
Oh
Online
yeah,
is
you watched
autism
me buy
related.
it. Yeah. I do have my
Man, I
I
just said
remember
the
playing it a
funniest shit
lot.
we're gonna hear all night and no one reacted. That's crazy.
Well,
I
we
didn't
didn't
hear
hear
you
it,
talking at the same
so
time Kate was. So it's-
His only opinion on Gaia Online is autism related.
who? Yeah.
all of my opinions are autism related. I have the autism.
Fair
That's
enough.
that's gotta be a quote. That's gotta be a quote. That's gotta be a
Somebody
quote.
clip that.
All my opinions are autism related. I have the autism. 2025.
Oh god, that's so funny. Oh my god.
I knew it was worth re-saying.
Oh boy.
He sure
Anyways,
was.
let me tell you about Gaia Online here.
No.
Please do.
Uh,
Yeah,
I
it
spent most
it
of
was a
my
good time. I
teenagerdom
remember it.
on this fucking
Teenager
website.
dump.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna start. I'm not
Tech.
even gonna start.
What? My child? Should I say my childhood? Because
Teenage
I.
years.
Whatever.
I mean,
Most
I
of my
don't know.
teens.
Teenagerdom could be correct. I don't know.
Teenagerdom is the only one that sounds objectively wrong.
Like, look, you say that now, but in like 10 years, it's all anybody's gonna say.
You think that there's gonna be people in 10 years? How fucking optimistic.
God. I remember when the fucking marketplace on Gaia fucking crashed. That shit
Oh,
was
the great gold inflation.
oh god, it was it was so bad, man. Like,
For those of
okay,
you who have questions about what I'm talking about, look up Gaia Online inflation. It'll be great, I'm
No, 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 no.
sure.
don't I?
You gotta look up guy online hyperinflation.
Yeah,
No,
I'm sure that I'm
don't
No,
sure
that'll
that
don't
actually
actually
give you the
do.
right result, Crow.
Oh, I was trying to add on to that because everyone
I'm
usually
sure
says
the bit
hyperinflation.
I'm sure this bit is definitely gonna get somebody. There's definitely a person in
I mean,
chat
it
who's
would
never
if it
experienced
didn't
bit.
actually give the correct term.
So
Hey,
like,
hyperinflation is usually the correct term.
you know the fucking like the Pikachu, the like the fat Pikachu versus the like uh newer skinnier Pikachu. We had that
Yes,
but
I
with the
have
grunny.
opinions.
We had that
Yeah,
but with
what
the
the fuck is this?
grunny.
What'd they do to the grunny?
This is the original grunny. Okay?
Why did you say that like in the way like, what did they do to the grunny? Why like that that sounded like it was some culturally important artifact or
It
something.
is.
I don't know.
In Gaia Online it is. Okay? So this is Grunny, right? He is a vampire bunny
He is green.
and he is green. And this was
He's purple.
the original artwork for it, and then for some fucking reason they decided to fucking change him to look like this.
I have to imagine it's because he looks a little too close to Pikachu in the old art. Just like
Why is
specifically
it
the
big?
proportions.
Okay, well, what you don't understand about Guy Online is it's always constantly borderline, uh, um, crossing
I mean, you're
copyright
probably
infringement.
right, but
I'm not even joking.
Well,
Half of
one of the cars they had was legit just Simon's head gunman from Gurren Lagann.
oh,
one of the
okay,
car.
but like the
No, no,
thing
no.
is,
But here's the
That's
thing.
the dark and witchy girl.
One of the other, yeah, like literally, like they just have items that are just ripped straight out of like actual animes and
yeah,
shit.
and like Roblox and stuff has that stuff too. The thing is, if it's a Nintendo property, if they find out, they will actually do something about it, no matter how small or petty it is.
How's that going for them right now?
I don't know.
It's not because there's
honestly,
several things.
honestly, the only thing that's like making it like it's not going well for them is because the target that they're after is being backed by Sony. Like, if it was anybody else, they wouldn't have a
Backed by
chance.
Sony.
Like, look at this shit. They have fucking John Cena in here. You could just
Like,
get John Cena as like a accessory to your avatar.
Yeah. This is a little John Cena. I want you to have him.
I don't want this.
Yeah, but Volt Battle World
Yeah.
wasn't backed by Sony. It debuted on Xbox first.
Yes, but it's now been bought by Sony, which is when the lawsuit started.
But they aren't being supported by Sony in the lawsuit. They tagged in GTA 5 modders.
Man, there he is.
That's
Lancer,
a
you
real
bitch.
thing that happened in the lawsuit, by the way.
I did hear about that. Honestly, I hope they win.
GTA 5 modders tagging in to fucking wobble.
I hope they win because like a lot of those Nintendo patents are just dumb. Like they have a patent for like different camera types and like being able to see a shadow of a character through another object. And like
before.
yeah, like and again, like the whole mechanic of catching Pokemon in 3D was done in mods well before it was done in actual Pokemon. And like they still trademarked it and like, well, no, this is our thing. And they also trademark other things that like really shouldn't be able to be trademarked, like simple game mechanics. You should not be able to trademark that.
Warner Brothers, when I fucking find you. When I find you, David Zaslav.
You guys don't understand, but like back in the day, they actually had like gift cards for fucking Guy Online. That shit, yeah.
Nothing like the actual game. Yeah.
No, it looks like the NPCs. Cause like that, this is what the NPCs. This is the newer design of the NPCs, but like this is the older designs. Like,
okay.
This is the old artwork for the NPCs, and then like they've made new artwork now and shit. So, yeah.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to the new design changes because I really like the old ones. I got attached to them.
Yeah, like here's the new design for Sasha. Like, what the fuck is this? It does not make sense. But then here's her older.
They just kind of turned her into like a normie girl.
Yeah, like before she was like this like Hawaiian chick, and then now she's just I don't know, basic bitch. She's just basic bitch. It's like, okay. This is Agatha, I think, right? Yeah. I forget what this is Sam, I think. Yeah, that's Sam.
Spend a moment to talk to you about Christian Sonic fan art.
No.
No! No! We're not switching over to Christian Sonic fan art. No, we're not.
I think
it's just the one thing, isn't it? Like, what is there to talk about? Yeah, this image was funny like 10 years ago.
You think there's only one?
I did until you said that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Volt.
I didn't. I still don't want to.
Okay,
Wait,
but
hold on a second. Hold on a second. Is that Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon?
yeah, that's probably, yeah, it's the Halloween costume for 1 year, Ian.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I
That's
didn't
another thing
realize this was
is
like a thing.
they
Cause
okay, here's the other thing about Gaia Online is that the NPCs had their like own like intertwined like story going on, and then they
yeah, I was gonna
for
mention that
some
the lore.
fucking reason, Ian is just half vampire now for no fucking reason. They're just like, yeah, he's half vampire. His brother
Why not?
is full vampire.
Last I remember hearing about Ian was that he barricaded himself in the basement because he was addicted to a pinball machine.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that was another
Okay.
thing. Yeah, and
Sure.
then
And
yeah,
that's
and
why the
then
cat was running the
this
shop
is
for the longest time.
yeah. So this is Ian's fucking brother, half brother, uh,
No,
Louis.
no. Why have you done this, Trevor?
What have you fucking done?
Yeah, he shared Sonic Crucifixion.
Yeah, I remember for like the long, this is actually official artwork by the way, that like the longest time people were shipping Louis and fucking Mora, and I'm like, why? Just because they're both goth? Like what? It
Yeah.
didn't make sense.
On the surface level, I guess I can see it if I
I'm
just
gonna
ignore everything about them, but
I'm gonna say don't open the image I'm about to send on stream.
I'm not
okay.
going to. I refuse to. I refuse to open anything.
Well, wasn't there a thing with Ian and Sasha, and then there was a love
Oh,
triangle with a third
I
guy?
shouldn't have
The
Yeah,
looked.
longer you look at
yeah.
it, the worse it gets.
I
But
shouldn't have looked. I should not have scrolled
that
down.
third
I
guy, I forget
regret.
his name. He was like he was like some really rich guy or something. But then he got like possessed by like the spirit of like a clam or whatever.
Yeah.
Clam?
Yeah, trust me, the fucking lore of Gaia Online is wild. It's fucking weird. Okay? Rufus
It
is
certainly
Ian's
seems like
cat.
it.
100% Trevor.
Yeah, we're not showing that on stream.
Why is okay? I'm not gonna say this on stream, but like, I'm going to DM you this.
Yeah.
I
I'm just.
Wait,
Listen,
I can just
I
say
hate everything that's
I can just
happening
say it in the
right
group
now.
chat.
I love
I'm
how
not
like
looking at any more messages.
everybody is having
Yes.
their own separate conversation right now. It's pretty funny.
Alright,
That's what happens when you have like that
bro,
in
I
the.
don't think I need to read that out or answer it. I think the image speaks for itself.
No.
Yeah, but like, still, why?
Because
Okay,
Anyways.
I want to do something. Well, we are going to find the ideal season of Kamen Rider for you guys to watch. Okay,
All
so
right. So let's bring up
here,
some Common Rider.
let me
That's how I like to follow up Sonic and Pregard.
look,
No, we're no.
look,
Oh
we
man.
had to change
Oh
the
man.
subject
Okay.
somehow.
Let me ask some preliminary questions. What what what
Mhm.
what 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 type of genre do you guys like in TV shows? Do you like detective stories? Do you like do you like stories that are generally like about high school, like an anime, or do you like or do you like stuff that's like about a bit happier and uplifting, or do you like a bit of a more mature edge to things?
I like
Uh,
any of those to be honest.
yeah, same. If I had to lean towards one, I would say detective stories, mature
Okay,
edge.
type
Fine.
in
Which one has
just
this guy?
add a W to the search bar.
No, you are
No,
not. You are not bringing the topic back to the stupid Sonic art.
no, no,
I
no.
looked.
It's not.
I'm not.
It's not.
I'm
I'm
not-
trusting you. I'm
I
not
don't
screwing
trust
down
this.
there.
Oh.
You can't make me.
Well, okay.
It's
No, okay,
Jay.
okay. I'm gonna stay strong. I will not be tempted by curiosity until I finish.
Okay.
All right.
It's
So,
an actual character from Kamen Rider, though.
this guy's from a different
Oh,
season.
that.
Okay, yeah, that one.
This guy's from a different
That
season.
where
But
does that guy from?
oh,
Where does that guy from?
Where
this
does
guy,
that guy from?
this guy, if I remember correctly, he's from Kamen Rider Kabuto. He
I don't want to pull it up.
Basically
I don't want to pull it up
so
because I don't want there to
so
be
there's
remnants.
yeah this is how I'll get back to double. I'll get back to double later. Right
Okay.
now it's Kabuto. So there's this company called Zector, and they uh they they made something called the Writer System, and they decided, hey, we have this Writer System. Do you know what the best way to use it would be? Yeah, that's right. Put all the power into sentient robot bugs that choose their user, and not us controlling them. They have to pick you to be the writer because that makes sense. And the guy that was supposed to have the Kabuto one, the 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 Kabuto one, it doesn't like the vibe of that guy, so he's like, no, you do not get the power. And then this guy, Tendo Soji, just walks up, and he said, my grandmother once said, I, and then something about walking the path of heaven, or whatever. I don't remember the full phrase. And then by sheer aura alone, the Kabuto Sector just flies into his hand, and he's able to use it because he's like, hell yeah, that's the guy. And there's some other stuff. The suits are a bit more bulkier looking to start off with, because they're like actual armored and stuff. But then it transitions to like the actual suits, because there's this thing called the cast off gimmick, which once they like flip the switch, all the armor pieces burst off and they hit the monster in the face, and it's really funny. Um, that's about all I know about Kawato, since I haven't actually watched the season yet. I just know a lot of this based off of appearances in other seasons and anniversary movies and all that other stuff. Back
Okay.
to Double. Okay. Double is a very interesting season because the gimmick of this is, as you can see here, the whole split down the middle thing.
Please tell me he's two guys.
Yes, he two guys have to combine into one dude to make this Kamen Rider.
Oh my
No
god, he has
fucking
4
way.
balls.
Oh my god, he has 2 dicks.
No!
Well, technically it's not a JoJo fusion. It's more like one guy is the body, and the other guy has to transfer his consciousness into that guy's body. So it's technically two guys in the same
Like
body.
Firestorm.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
were roommates.
Yeah. That
There's a
too,
Hulk.
that too.
This is what's happening.
They are
So-
roommates of the
So
same body.
so the green half is the guy named Philip. The black half, the black slash purple half, is this guy named Shotaro. Shotaro is a detective.
Man.
Philip is just this guy.
Fucking Shotaro and Phil.
Yeah.
Philip is kind of like
Phil.
Philip is kind of like a fugitive, kind of, in a way, because basically he comes from a family that has access to uh, who has access to like the Gaia library or something. Basically, what that means, the Gaia library, is picture there's this well, and in the well, there is all of the knowledge of humankind, and that ever was and ever will be. And the way they use it is that they I'm not sure if they ever go into how they're made, but essentially they extract information on one topic, and they transfer it into a USB, and they sell those as in like a black market type situation, because if someone gets this USB and they get like a connector tattoo or something on their arm, if they put it if they press the USB against the uh the tattoo, the USB will go inside their arm or whatever or wherever the tattoo is, and it will transform them into the monster of the week.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay
So yeah,
I
then.
love installing monster genes.
Hell yeah.
These oh yeah, the USBs are also called Gaia memories, by the way, because they're like the memories of the Earth, stuff like that. Yeah. Um, these things can be on any topic basically. There's been one on a T-Rex. There's been one on the entire concept of sweets in general. There's been one on the concept of money. There's been one on this one's kind of weird, but like the abstract concept of teleportation, I guess, because this one's just called Zone, and it allows them to teleport shit around, and also themselves. Uh, there's so yeah, but also the way they use these memories themselves is they have something called the double driver, which is what Kate just clicked on right there.
This thing.
It's named that. Yeah, the belt thing right there.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason it's called the double driver is because it's shaped like a W. So yeah, it's self-explanatory. One memory gets put in one slot and another gets put in another. They flip them outwards, and that's how they transform into like the two-in-one guy. The uh, that's essentially how it works. The way this happens is that Philip, he has like his belt sort of just like spontaneously appear on him, and then when he puts the cyclone memory in, it gets transferred over to Shotaro, and he like double confirms it. When they transform though, Philip fucking passes out. He just collapses to the ground because, well, his consciousness isn't in his body anymore, so like can't necessarily be awake and like still standing when that's happened. When that
Yeah.
happens. So, yeah, how the episode structure of this works is that each uh is that every episode is sort of like is more or less a two-parter. So each story is in two parts essentially, and things more or less get wrapped up by the end of the second half. So one episode's like the setup, and the second episode's like the payoff. Well, yeah. So
That makes sense.
and yeah,
If you're
I
like
do
if
recommend it
like
if you
the
like
gimmick is
detective
like
stories.
yeah, like if the gimmick is splitting things in half, it makes sense to split the plot line up into like two episodes. That makes sense.
Yeah, I do recommend it if you like detective stories.
There we go. Cool. I just remember the fuck ass tire people. That
Oh
was
yeah,
fun.
that's an entirely separate genre. That's Super Sentai.
Yeah, that's like the like Common Rider, but like not at the same time.
Yeah, that's like Conrad, but if they were like a team of 5 people.
Yeah, very cool. We love Common
I mean,
Rider.
you could just say
Actually,
it's like Power Rangers because it's where Power Rangers gets all of its footage from.
I
yeah,
mean, yeah,
basically.
you're right. Speaking
But actually
of,
reminds me, I think the audience needs to know about the fuck ass tired people. Pull up a picture of the fuck ass tired people.
The fuck ass
okay,
tire people.
You
fuck
should probably call them
ass
something so that she knows what to do
tired
because I don't
Yeah,
think she looks
people.
that up.
type in Boone.
I was really hoping that would show up.
Hoping so
No,
too.
no,
That would have been
not.
so funny.
Yeah, that
Wait,
would have been
scroll down a
so
little
funny.
bit.
All right, we're
Yeah,
talking
okay, so
boom. Oh
yeah,
wait, no, boom,
Roger.
boom,
yeah, it
boom.
is a really stupid name.
Don't worry, I will
Sure.
never forget the fuck ass tire people.
Boom, boomager. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Replace the first M with an N.
We got it.
Oh well, you got it anyway. But yeah, Yeah, there we go, Boone.
We
Yeah, so
love the
these are
fuck-ass tire people. We love them. Honestly, watching this show was so funny.
Yeah,
Like, half the
it was
time we were just like, what the fuck is going on?
yeah, yeah,
It was great. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's so good. Just like, what
Yeah.
the hell? They just have tires on their faces.
Yeah.
It was so good. 10 out of 10. I highly recommend this one. It's great. It's very entertaining.
Yeah. Current season is also pretty good as well.
They're still doing it?
No. They don't have the fuck ass tire people anymore.
Oh.
But the Red Ranger did come back, but not as a fuck ass tire person.
Oh yeah, you were telling us about that. Yeah, he like the
Yeah,
actor
yeah.
came
He
back.
makes a cameo.
Yeah,
He makes a cameo in the first episode.
that's crazy. That's hilarious. Again, the Super Sentai is the whole reason we got Power Rangers, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of Power
Although
Rangers,
apparently we haven't gotten a new season of Power Rangers in a very long time.
no,
Yeah,
we
because the
haven't.
franchise is basically dead.
Yeah, I actually
That
watched
shit
a video
ended,
on it.
bro.
I actually watched a video on that recently as
That
to like why,
sucks.
and it's because of
unfortunate.
this fucking movie here just did not do well, and so and then the franchise got sold.
Oh, maybe they should have made a better movie then.
Well,
Oh
that was definitely one reason, but I think the bigger reason the is that the CEO who bought it at Hasbro was really into it and wanted to like do a resurgence of it, but then he died, and then no one else fucking cared about it.
yeah, pretty much.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
he was
Yeah.
like the only guy who was like, yeah, I want to do this, but then he died.
So like fun fact about the Power Rangers, like over the years, is that like a lot of the actors playing Power Rangers in like the Western ones went on to be like prolific. Like there's fucking Johnny Young Bosch right there. That
yeah,
that's him.
that's the voice
The
of the Persona
entire
4
cast of
protagonist.
the entire cast of DMC is from Power Rangers.
Well, not the women, but
Well, yeah, you have a narrower pool to pick from.
Dante, Virgil, and Nero are all former Power Rangers. Like, they're,
I
like
mean,
That's
in
pretty
fact,
cool.
in fact, it like the cycle is complete because in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, the Quantum Ranger, voiced by Daniel Southworth, was just given Virgil's moveset.
yeah,
Like practically, and one of his, and he has an install super where he basically does Devil Trigger, and when he does it, he says, "I need more quantum power."
yeah.
It's so
The
great.
It's
cycle is
good.
complete.
It's
Yeah.
it's hilarious. But yeah, like that's so funny. But like, it's not even like those three. It's like other actors in Power Rangers still went on to be like prolific either voice actors or like media like people. It's funny. It's like you played a dude in a red suit just
Yeah.
fucking around in the 90s, and then you've gone on to be like incredibly like important and shit. Like it's hilarious.
Speaking of fighting games, though, type this into Google next because they need to see the combo.
Which
Yeah,
was
the combos.
which
Is
one?
is the Power Rangers? Because I have another thing for the Power Rangers topic.
Yeah, it's a Power Rangers thing. Yeah.
Okay, what is
Okay.
it? What am I
I
typing?
put it in the Discord chat.
Oh god.
That does mean she has to scroll past.
I don't want to do that. Can
Oh
you
yeah,
yeah.
Here,
Can you just
Yeah,
tell me what to
put it-
type into Google?
okay, yeah, just type in Gozyuger, Gozyuger, and then
Go
fighting game combo.
Do fighting game combo.
Yeah, because I want to see if it'll pop up.
This shit.
uh, it- that should be it, I think. Yeah, yeah.
This. This.
I don't know if it's the actual like
View
the clip.
spoiler.
Well, actually, we might get DMCA if you play the
Yeah,
clip,
well,
but
here's an image of
yeah.
it, at least.
Yeah, just like it's so funny though, because they put a fighting game combo in an episode of Super Sentai with actual like with actual like hit cancel and like lag or
Oh
something.
yeah, that clip.
Yeah, that was so funny, man.
Oh,
I'm
you
so
showed
sad they
that to
stopped doing it.
us. You showed that to us,
Yeah,
didn't you?
but like the Twitch audience needs to know about it.
Okay, the Twitch audience needs to know. Okay, then.
Yeah,
Okay. So my thing for Power Rangers, like, if they want to bring it back, I feel like what they have to do is pivot more towards the comics because the comics are doing. I mean, I think they're still going. Like they did insanely
last time I
well.
checked, they were.
Yeah, they're doing insanely well. They have like massive sweeping like storylines that even affected the show itself. A character who like started in the show but got like a whole new lease on life in the comics came back just so they could make that comic version somewhat canon. Like the comics have and like that whole battle for the grid game that's based on the comics. Like everything that has done super well for Power Rangers like in the last few years has come from the comics. So I think that the way to bring Power Rangers back, if they're ever going to do that, is to just do it like the comics are doing it, which, yeah, would mean leaning more towards a teen demographic rather than young kids. But, like, the young kid demographic kind of died off, or otherwise the show would still be going.
I mean, as much as I would love for that to happen, I really don't think it will be because the corporations only basically Hasbro only knows one thing to do when it comes to Power Rangers, and that's the Mighty Morphin era. They just keep going back to it, and it's like, dude, we have
I
Yeah.
enough.
mean, the Mighty Morphin
So do the
Power
comics,
Rangers were
honestly.
pretty cool. I mean, I was big fan as a
Yeah.
kid of Mighty Morphin Power
Yeah,
Rangers,
same.
so
Like, I've tried going back to it. It's a little hard to get back into for me because like it is
it is
like
it is geared towards children. It's
yeah,
very much geared
heavily
towards children.
heavily geared towards children.
But like again, it's actually like fun fact about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Um, it's directly connected to the first Christmas that I can actually remember, because I
Ooh.
remember asking Santa for the pink Power Ranger, just the pink Power Ranger. And I was like probably like 3 or 4 at the time when said that. And and like I remember waking up in the middle of the night. It was Christmas, like Christmas Eve or whatever. I was woke up in the middle of the night and I'm like, Santa must have been here. He had to have been here. So I like
I can smell him.
my like no, but the way that our old house was set up was my bedroom was literally the first door at the top of the stairs going into the basement, and that's where we kept our tree and everything. So my smart little fucking ass crawled out of my bed despite the fact that I had to like go over the little barrier that kids have to put. So I crawled out of that, and
Yeah.
I thought I was being sneaky. I'm like, I'm gonna catch Santa in the act, right? And I scuttled my way down the stairs into the basement, and of course the tree's there, and it's all lit up and nice. And I just saw a whole fucking spread of just everything pink Power Ranger. Like all of the wrapping paper was pink Power Ranger, and I was so excited. And I was like, and then I scurried back
Yeah.
upstairs because I was like, Santa was here. I missed him, but Santa was here. And that's the very first like actual like Christmas memory that I can remember.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
sweet.
It was really, yeah. And then the next year the Spice Girls came out, and I was like, Pink Power Ranger who? I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I did not have that really. Like, I think the closest was that like, when I was a kid, I was like 1 to 5. I was obsessed with Pokemon, but then like after I saw the first Spider-Man movie when I was 3, Pokemon slowly got phased out into Spider-Man, and that was like all I. It's still today all I think about really. So like
You're
that was like the only time I've ever had something like that where like there was a thing I was a fan of and I stopped.
your autism finally clicked in and said, "Nah,
Yeah,
Spider-Man."
yeah,
Yeah,
it did.
it's fair. Um yeah. Anyways, we are nearing on 3 hours. We can end the
Yes.
stream. Let's actually do that right now.
All
All
right.
right.
Let's end the stream. Let me just do that. My face.
Ooh.
Um anyways, so yeah, I told the story of my broken ass hand. And I explained the why I'm going on a 6-week hiatus. But yeah, other than that, that's the end of that. I will see you guys in 6 weeks. Um, thank you, Crow.
All right.
The the last metal drop pipe drop. I will be showing up on other streams like Trevor's streams. If Volt streams, I'll probably end up showing up on those. But I personally cannot play any video games myself because of course I have a hand that is forcibly
I mean,
stuck
would you want to do
in one
more Leaf
position.
streams like the just chatting stuff?
Thank you. I could, but I don't really feel like doing that. Maybe.
That's fair. Just like if the mood strikes
If
you on
that's
one
the
of
thing,
your
yeah,
streaming days.
yeah, if the mood strikes me and I do feel like just talking and chatting with on stream like with people, then sure, but like for the most part, I think it's probably just better if I just take a break as well.
Yeah,
Just so that I'm
fair
not
enough.
stressing myself out about like setting up a stream and all that. Um Again, it'll be up to my mood kind of thing. I just wanted to kind of make a like final like this is why I'm going away for 6 weeks kind of thing. Like this is why you're not going to see streams from me for 6 weeks. Um just so that people like especially on my YouTube cuz that's probably where I get most of my views for these streams. People on YouTube and on Twitch know why I'm not here. Um
Yeah,
Again, I it's not that I'm like going away completely and I'm never going to stream ever again. It's the fact that I need to heal before I can actually play a video game.
yeah,
I can hold the controller just fine. It's just my thumb cannot move because it is wrapped in
yeah. And
fiberglass
I
right now.
doubt you want to try setting up like foot pedals or something.
No, I'm not doing that. So,
Play Devil
um,
May Cry with a banana.
oh my
Yeah.
god, play Devil May Cry with my mouth.
You could see if Point Pro wants to sell the baby in the blender controller.
No.
I believe Doug owns that now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it changed hands again.
Oh my god. Anyways, Trevor, are you streaming tomorrow?
Yeah.
What are you?
Unfortunately, despite the universe's best efforts, I persist.
What are you streaming tomorrow?
Volt.
Okay. He.
What do you mean me?
End the stream right now.
What do you mean me? You can't stream me.
Bye bye, guys. See you in 6 weeks.